Good evening, everyone. It is I, your most favorite Arknights streamer, Alyssciel. Yes, tonight we're gonna start with chapter 13 just so we can already progress with the entire thing so that we can get a little bit closer to the to the current content. Hello Ultranium, hello Master Thruster. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are doing okay right now. How is your Saturday? It is Saturday still, I think, in your places. But yes, welcome, welcome. Uh Make yourselves comfortable. Hello Lemon, how are you? How is the big lemon tonight? Yeah, I've just been I don't know. My head actually hurts a bit, but it's I'll be fine. Hello Fanis. Welcome. How are you? Man, you guys excited? Our Limbus anniversary is gonna be, gonna be soon. We're all going to hell. Yeah, understandable. Everyone everyone is, I guess. Hmm. That is so out of the blue though, but yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone. Just make yourselves comfortable. We're just gonna do some readings, the usual stuff, We got a visual novel on our we got a visual novel with a bit of some some uh yeah, with a bit of a tower defense. There you go. Oh my god, my fucking brain is just not working. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Feel free to check that. All right, I'll check it. I just need yeah. Is it on the is it on the server? On the server? Yeah. But welcome to the stream, Bertum. Yeah, welcome. I hope you're doing okay right now. I hope everyone is. I hope everyone is brain rot and floor of art. Okay. Okay. Oh, AGF. Okay. Yeah, I see it. All right. I'll do that later. But yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go with chapter 13 today, Eepy, day was spent with exceptional negativity. That's understandable. Is it just something that has been there, or was something agitating you? That's why chapter 13 will be chaos. Oh my lord! Yeah, I swear to God. I swear to God, those Sussy civilians are already annoying enough. But yeah, I just I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, let's get started. Oh shit. Oops. Arknights. Anyway, yeah. The video is very well made. That's good. Global fan book. Damn. Well, to be fair, I guess yeah. The good only good artists are there. Only good Arknights artists are gonna be there. I guess that's why. So yeah. Woo. Woo. One war can wear many faces. Good evening, Yuri manager. Welcome. Yeah, my head actually hurts a bit, and those I think I bit my tongue. I think I bit my tongue. That's why it kind of hurts a bit. Yeah. The senior professor of classics in the Victorian National University, Samuel Seuss once likened the ample library of Sir Cassegrain to the whole holly trees upon Londinium's fringes. These essences of knowledge, these long shadows of history, will never fail to find parallels to how we ourselves have gone and to how we will go. Recorded are the epics and philosophies, one by one filed away are mythologies and theories. Humble scholars fill page to page with their wisdom and diligence, each laureate, poet, a bookshelf to themselves. Someday the storm will pass, for hope can never truly die. What is formed of these accounts in ink? That is our civilization in all its pride. Sir Casagrain was a decent jailmate. We debated over many a question through our wall. The wall that was perhaps the sole reason our time came to an end without his realizing I was a sarcas. He simply took me as a Victorian, one too mired in introspection at that. I still remember his last word to me before being dragged from that neighboring cell. In any time of trouble, a proud Victorian need only return there, and the winter of our discontent will once again feel not so endless after all. In the coming of spring, the closest thing. Friend, you need only return there. Look at these guys. Yeah, these guys are just common grunts. But yeah, just sit back, let me read for you guys. Let me just read. Your SOL. I tried those already. Even the papers, the good calfskin stuff. Those books ain't burning. I call it paper if it's calfskin anyway. Why don't we say writing skin or something? I don't know. Screw us, the fire just ain't happening. We got all smoke and no warm soup pot. Soup. This stuff's just water with a couple of stems and scraps we tossed in. You know what? This is all their fault. Those sneering royal court shitheads have us out here doing all the hard and dirty work, snatching London years across the work to their factories across the entire city, and they won't even give us a hot bowl of something for the trouble. Captain said we're officially seized Londinium now. Defense forces got disbanded. That Leto guy's out, the Liberi. Well, I'm starting to regret not going with W. Goddamn loony woman. Whatever. Probably wouldn't turn out any better if I did. Soup Claire. The legendary Soup Claire. What are all these books anyway? Could be discount catalogs for all I care. I would some old feline collect this many discount catalogs. What is it with you and questions? Who gives a shit what goes on in a Victorian's head? Still, never seen an old man cry his eyes out like that. Were you watching? Got his embroidered lapel all gunked up with his own snot. Hey, snap out of it. Get me some books. The fire's about to go out. What are you doing? Reading them. What? Reading? You ain't literate. All this shit's in Victorian anyway. Bruh, this guy... Oh my god, guys, you guys... that's you, guys. That's you. That's you because you're a fan of Project Moon and stuff. Yeah, you guys are these guys. Well, the pictures in here too. Yeah, there's pictures in here too. Yeah, you guys are just going for the pictures. Look at these drawings. There's a feline girl here giving this boy a real slap. What do you think's the deal with these two? Cheating, I'd figure. Anything more interesting? No, all the other pictures are dull. Just one of these things is a couple hundred pages. How many books do we have here? And the thinner ones over there, they only put a few words on each line. So you have to keep looking down for the next one. What is it Victorians are writing in these? Do the lands really have that much worth writing books about? This one, and that one, all kept in these beautiful glass cases, and there are all different kinds? Here's another possibility. Victorians are so stinking rich, they'll pay to bind their own toilet paper. Ha, maybe. Why don't we have books of our own? They flip through these things so much the edges are curled. Maybe we do. You know, you hear about how the liches are a bunch of nutjobs who hold themselves up in libraries? No one sees them for years and years, that's how long. Not that my ass cares. Hot soup to drink means more than any of that. Yeah, the days just blend together. These books just blend together. Even if I can't read, I knew it. There's never one new thing under the sun. 1,000 years ago, we macheted people to death. Now we got more efficient weapons. 1,000 years in the future, we'll be flying through the sky and using I don't know, clouds and stars to keep on killing and killing. You know, if we put houses on the moons, plant our own food, maybe we won't have to keep fighting like this in the future. Maybe something even bigger will happen, and everyone will stop wanting to be up in arms? Haha. Ah. Never mind, let's get that next book burning. Bro, they had a moment of freaking introspection and some philosophy shit, and then suddenly they're like, you know what, yeah, whatever. Let's just burn them. Sometimes I wonder if the work I'm doing is just me satisfying myself, just trying to prove to myself that I'm still one of the awake. What Ines said really keeps me up at night and nothing else. After all, Casdel's not going to be overflowing with people who can use a printing press. You need to get up to speed ASAP, boy. This ain't the classroom. I'm not obligated to teach you the ropes. You could just run your butt back to the countryside. How many more months is your internship? I'm very sorry, sir. I just want to be scrupulous about my writing. Scrupulous? I don't want a goddamn catastrophology thesis. I want our circulation beating our union friends at Kawalerliki Sports, and I want them beaten hard 24/7. If you're the office workers passing by the newsstand or the Intercity Net News subscribers, is an essay titled "Victoria Makes Massive Strides in Catastrophology" going to pry our cash loose? But don't you think the sarcasm "Destroy Victoria" is a little, for a headline? You think our readers want the truth? Even the Central Journal's top-tier subscribers aren't asking for the truth. You need to spoon-fed them worry, fear, feelings of superiority, slightly leading emotional appeals followed by hard verdicts, and then they'll want more. Then they'll pluck cash out of their pockets. Then you'll guarantee your goddamn job. Who is it? You know what time is it right now? What? How long ago did that new courier truck leave with our plates? Half an hour ago. Is there some kind of breaking news from Victoria? No, you idiot. Move, we're going to the printers now. It should still be on ship. We can make it. I'll give the chief editor a call. You write me a new lead article ASAP. Front page material. On what? My informant says Viviana, the Candle Knight, Nova Nightclub, Long AWOL, is formally announcing retirement tomorrow. Quick, we need to be the first body in all of Casimir's to report on this. Ought to prove that to the GCC with which Rose paper editorial really matters the most. And what about Victoria and the Shard? Who cares, boy? A million things a day will happen on Terra. We only need the most meaningful scoops out of them all. Remember that. Call a cab already. Oh, okay. Come to mention, sir, there'd always be unlicensed devils around here running their own taxis. Have you noticed them kind of vanish lately? They're all dead. Someone's been murdering them, I think. Don't count me on that. The history of Sarkaz is the history of war itself. It is a lamentable fact, one I am loyal to. Yet still I attempt to prove to them that slaughter aside, there are events about us worth being remembered, reflected on. Upon this land, these events that had the luck to be written of assiduously, those can be counted on one's fingers. And yet, even if I record these past affairs, this isn't what we agreed on. No stock means no stock, Tona. What you see is what you get. All originium explosives are sold out. And the weapons I ordered? Are you expecting us to walk into that cave teeming with originium slugs and giant gloom pincers and heaven knows what other monsters and just tackle them with our bare hands? That's your problem to deal with, not mine. Listen here, you've been cruising the entire black market for the last 3 weeks and managed to get what? Half a dozen weapons? Less? What mercenary squad could possibly snatch everything up? Are they insane? Even Solar Valley Industries couldn't possibly buy this much. Was it a Lord Amir? So which sad sack Lord Amir got ripped off this time? I want a hint. Will they revert around? No, Lord Amir. They were such a mystery, I couldn't say. It was probably the Pasha, and not just one. It might even be... What the hell are you feeding me? Ashes on a shopping spree on the black market? And more than one? That's impossible. They have their own channels and multiple buying weapons in huge bulk. Do you know what that even entails? All I've got is a blind guess. They went through several layers of middlemen and used some foreign firms to keep their hands extra clean. Every purchase happened to be some quantity that wouldn't raise suspicion, so if someone called coincidence, it might just pass. But who in Sargon could ever monopolize all this so perfectly? Hey, buddy. Got my rides and supplies sorted? Yep, 4 cars, rations, water, tents, all good to go. Good, here's the cash. When the hell did Spacer get that wealthy? No, I hear he and his band of mercs are planning to ditch Sargon. They rustled up all the money they have to head someplace else. Colombia probably, or Victoria? Lot more devil mercs career changing than usual, I feel like. What for? Don't all the Spacer's relatives live in Sargon? Does he not care about his old baba with the broken leg? Who knows? I've never even been able to make heads or tails of how these devils think. Maybe they're just sick enough of desert and rainforest they want to switch up their surroundings now. That'd be the best case. It's been like this recently. Things just getting weird levels of complicated left and right. Makes no sense to me at all. Damn it, the only thing my grandfather ever had to figure out was which Leporibus shorthorn run the slowest and made the best dinner for us. They didn't hit this many setbacks in their time, did they? Could be us rural Sargon people just feel it coming. Just like a shorthorn, once it gets intense, it'll knock you flat. What? Even if I write of our dialects and our recipes, of peasants' wives' songs, of a chief courier's great drunken boasts, of romance in the trenches, of graffiti in the ruins. These things, in the face of our suffering, pale beyond mention. They are reduced even to the irony of sorts, seeming to inform my readers, if I have any, that would be best served using violence to wrest them back. That was never my intent, even so, I have no right to be serving you my verdict. Hello Ryan. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing great. Because we're just doing the funny chapter 13, you know? Man, Arknights really likes reusing their fucking backgrounds. I love this game. That messenger should be here now. Did some fanciful girl steal his heart on the way again? I've had enough of his tardy excuses by now. Isn't there anyone who can drill into his head how much his job matters? Yeah, it won't be coming. Postal messenger Arthur Morrison is dead. Dead? Executed on grounds of treason. Treason? Who in the land are you? I'm doing my job. Cooperate and you'll make both our lives a lot easier. Tell me what you know about Arthur Morrison, please. I hardly knew him, really. Just that he was the only postal messenger around who'd make the run to Londinium. My own daughter goes to the university there, so him and I are only exchange the odd word. He was a treasonist? Was he taking Sarka's help? My girl wrote to me how Londinium's been littered with them lately. That wretch, I knew he was a scandal at the first moment. Trust him to gang up with the devils. He got what he deserved. No. Our comprehension is that Arthur Morrison served Ursus. Ursus? But... And you were his co-worker, Mr. Wesley Rowett. What? Sir, surely you must be joking. I'm a feline born and bred. I've been planting potatoes here all my life. I couldn't speak of you a word of Ursine. There must be some misunderstanding here. I know potatoes couldn't afford your daughter's tuition at the Victorian National University. Bro, he's dead. Ah! Dumbass. If you insist on being stubborn, I can free you of your other arm too. Don't waste my time. No resistance of yours is meaningful. So the rumors were true. That Ursus was right. Londinium's been occupied. For the past month, I haven't gotten a single word from the place, not even the tiniest hearsay. But goddamn sarcasm. They disgrace us, they murder us, they enslave us. And you yourself profess protectors of Victoria. What have you done? Would you have anyone in Londinium? A dear friend, a father, a mother, a child? Of course, of course. You're bigger than that. You get to pull them out safe. Yes, you do. Us peasant class, no. We thought we could send our children to great old Londinium, to the heart of Victoria, where surely they'd grow beyond our wildest expectations. And now, they're laborers to the Sarkas, slaves to them in our own country's capital. Those devils are turning Victoria's tempest on Victoria itself, and you people are just letting it happen. You could never hope to grasp Victoria's motives with your shallow insight. All you need to do is take me to your intel exchange. As if I will... Excuse me? An ashen lance bursts forth from his body. The man facing him thrusts his hands out, an attempt to allay the fear of his chest being run through. His hands, the instant they touch that deep impurity, are warped and withered. Sss. From afar comes a racked breath, spine-chilling. It's me. Catshare's followers bloom for spring. Closer comes. If I haven't initiate contact again in 15 minutes, abandon this town immediately. May I have the strength not to drown in the flowers' scent. In the height of the midsummer, he exhales frigid mist. He cannot cower, he cannot shrink. He must establish communications with the opposite side in Victoria's name. Where is it? 11:29 1. Codeword. He must not look back. They must not catch sight of each other. He only hopes his adversary is fully aware to abide by the rules of this little game. He can tether a beast, but not a poltergeist. Snowflake swirls about, jet black sinking into the soil of Victoria. A long, slender shadow stretches out from the underfoot. He knows it's right behind him. How close? His heart pounds like thunder. Black breaths clamor at his back. All around him, dead silence. I need an explanation. Yeah, it's one of the Ursus royal guards. 93. This operation has not received royal assent. We will not pardon any breach of authority. The treasoners have all been executed. Over. Understood. We've never met before. He's gone. Sir Philby Asher, our surveillance picked up. Your surveillance picked up nothing. The fact you could enter and leave us alive, that declares where Victoria and Ursus stand. All this needs to be reported directly to the Duke. Wesley Rowett was cornered and took his own life. The mission is over. Hello! Hello, Joshua! Yeah, welcome to the stream. Hello, Yeah, just sit back, relax. We're doing chapter 13 today because, you know, I'm just trying to like catch up. I don't know. I'm actually thinking whether we should go for like Babel or Il Siracusano before when is the Vina Victoria event again? When's the Vina Victoria event? I'm sorry, Doctor, but we'll wait for the civilians to die before moving in. Then we can freely take more flexible approaches. It's not a valid strategy. Well, you don't need to worry about civilians when they're all dead, am I right? Alyss stream. Bug? Not progressing? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not progressing? Crack on Trilby Asher. Seems to me that the armies and the Emperor aren't on the same page. But any action we take could succeed in bringing about the reconciliation. They haven't settled on their plans yet, but their empire, their fear, that will make their decision for them. Tell me, has my work fallen among the firewood too? Are all Sarkaz's lives, save for that, for being lit aflame, devoid of any meaning? Then why do I still insist on recording? Why do I still insist on writing? Because while my history of war recounts our destruction time and time again, it is my wish to leave this song for of every soldier after the fighting is over as they turn their gazes to yonder castle. Trilby Asher! God, I hate Trilby Asher. Guys, oh my god, this guy. Whoa. Guys, quick, the meme. The meme, pull it out right now. Pull out the meme. Pull out the Hodderer meme. Where is it? 2R7. 3 cars, 15 plus riders. They've been following us forever, but they're staring wary. Following this entire time. Just following. Why not tell W to hang a U-turn? Maybe they'll be happy to say hi. You could get some free Londinium souvenirs. Inside that giant ball of arts they're hand-shaping? I'm treasuring the last few close shaves just fine, thanks. The way these mercs are working doesn't add up, especially the way they're hunting us. No, not hunting. They're driving us off. They want us away from Londinium. Ah, high and mighty General Manfred sparing your life. Isn't that sweet of him? You sure too didn't swear a blood oath? Did you guys not kiss? Did you not exchange bodily fluids? Yeah. Wanna take his kind advice? Scoot back to Casdell and teach some slum kiddos how to read? My point is, who let you out of the military commission's dungeon? You were going walkies outside of Londinium's walls by the time I picked you up. My cell was left unguarded for a while. I thought it was a trap at first, but now I think I'm in something worse. Sure, he can be roundabout with me, hinting for me to go resolve some pain in the ass affair. But I think I'd prefer him just killing me then. That would have been easier. Not to mention, we aren't still sure what pain in the ass we're even solving. Then don't bother with it. W, can you speed up a little? It's time we said goodbye to this clingy convoy of send-offs. Yeah, my second-hander here's not gonna stand up to much abuse. Good news, though. I just hit the minefield. Wait, half an hour earlier by yours personally. Now, butts and seats. Holy shit! This looks to me like you're just fording Bomb River. Haha, I left them the bigger share, I promise. Stop the car once we circle that forest ahead. From there, we'll get off and proceed on foot. Our vehicle's too large of a target and they'd catch up sooner or later anyway. Here's hoping you do remember where you buried every mine, W. Yeah, she will remember. She's autistic like that. She has the bomb autism. Well, hooray for us. We're all in one piece. How's that? I did remember. Well, a couple went off, but you know, what was the term? Tectonic movement did it. I haven't caught up. I think we've successfully thrown them off. Oh wait, that's Ines. We need more information. Ideally, we'll rendezvous with Rhodes Islands ASAP. Ascalon and the Dr. Undon Windermere's warship right now. Hello, Apok. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Hello. Let's go. There's a few things I'm very uneasy about. What did you see? It's just intuition. The less I see any problem, the more uneasy I am. You guys met this doctor. Another Rhodes Islands doctor. Can't give you the full verdict yet, but there's no doubt that in a sense, the doctor has weakened. And I don't mean that in any negative way, but maybe it's not a weak doctor we need so much right now. Huh, you sure? Who knows if some Rhodes Hop will remember some random thing that happened in Chernobog, and just like that, I get a knife planted in my back? Are you really as skeptical as you'd like to tell us, W? Hard to say. There's an old hag kind of keeping me at an arm's length from their beloved doctor. W. You spent plenty of time walking this battlefield. Any ideas? Haha. I've just been prodded this way and that, like some bug. Can't even organize a sensible military op, so all I do is sit in my front row seat and spectate the most magical city siege modern society has to offer. Ah, Chaos. Sometimes I even have to wonder at this point, is anyone actually conducting this battle? Yeah, someday. Let's go! Yeah. I'm gonna be, man. Man, I really, yeah. Thank you, Apok. That's really, that's really nice. Yeah, tell him, Apok. The royal court's legions couldn't work together to save their lives. And who gives a shit about all the small fry corps scuttling in from the four corners to try and live their dreams of Victorian vengeance? But the ultimate mastermind here is Therese's. So this chaos has to have been planned down to the last detail. He wasn't juggling some strategic Lollapalooza. He just set the stage. And now he's waiting. As for what he's waiting for, I don't want to guess. We can't just go brain dumb and reach out to the doctor and Dr. Kaltsit, hoping they'll give us the orders. We suffered enough with Babel. We need to seize the initiative. There's a source of info that might be more open to us than ever in our current position. What position? The pathetic little creepy crawlies? Essentially. Sarcasm. Right, and just on the off chance. Have either of you heard of any method to kill a lich? Just get rid of their phylactery, that's what. That's the oldest trick in the book. Kill a lich. You kill a lich by by getting their phylacteries off. Oh damn! Hello there, hello Pyros, man. Well, does that mean that we can actually make the Alyss, the Alyss Darkest Dungeon? Alyss Darkest Dungeon mod? Maybe we should do that. It's hot. The sun is burning. I'm burning. Hello Pyros, welcome. So the thing is, what Apok has been saying is that I don't know if Apok wants to even tell it. Yeah, if Apok wants to say it, then yeah, go for it. Is that the exit? A few steps further. I see the Godman's son. Is this one the Godman's son? What's the big idea? I don't know. I don't know the big idea yet. I don't even have a concept for it, but maybe I will if I get the time. There's like so many things that I need to do. A few steps further. Just put one foot in front of the other. Maybe the fire, the anger, the pain, and the regret are all just figments of my imagination. Or maybe the exit is, I don't know. But they're watching behind me. Those eyes, are they judging me? Or just waiting to see how I'll carry the burden of their death? They were great men with tremendous accomplishments. My commander and the legendary Sarkaz scout, and the captain, the last pureblood Wendigo. Hello, the demi-fiend. Welcome to the stream. We're doing Arknights today. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's something that might have been, that might actually be worthy for you know, something for it. Yeah, we'll see. And I like Black Reliquary. Lemon, you should play Black Reliquary more if you're playing it already. If you played it already, I mean. All that's left is a sad little me. Sad little me. Worthless me. They died so I could live. What did they expect of me? I can't think about it. I can't. I can't let their deaths be meaningless. I have to face the sun, even if it burns me. Yeah, I did. I did. I actually have a cold. I'm actually sniffling. I'm like dying. I don't know. Yeah, Patriot. He's dead now as well. No more pure-blooded Wendigos. I have to face the sun, even if it burns me. Burn me to cinders so that in their mighty company I shall not be ashamed. You've not played Black Reliquary, but you played Darkest Dungeon, right? If you played Darkest Dungeon, you'd like Black Reliquary. Ah, you really do have a knack for waking up at the shift change, don't you? Is this the result of all that hard training, Guard? Percival. Oh, it's Guard! They gave him a face already. What the fuck? They gave him the face. I thought he was just that one guy. I played Darkest Dungeon and the Horny Overhaul. Honestly, yeah. I only went for the horny cosmetics. I was actually using it on stream, but I'm using the SFW versions. Oh, Gachiakuta. Oh yeah. Yeah, of course I remember this bitch. He's in the reunion thing. Oh, also hi Chris. Yeah, it's been a while, Chris. How are you? I've not seen you in a long while. Percival. I stretch as much as I'm allowed to. I did not sleep particularly well. On top of that series of nightmares, the old wound in my leg aches. Yeah, it has working. Hey, that's okay, you know. Working is very good. Gotta earn a living after all. But yeah, welcome back. We almost ran straight into the Victorian battle lines in order to catch up with 9. The infected I'm in charge of are used to being spat on, used to not having hope, but they've never been on a real battlefield. I said model should be streaming. Yeah, just tell him if he wants to make an NSFW version, go for it. I don't mind. Yeah, right. Yeah, but remember his last model, right? Remember his last model. It's like, yeah. It was shit. Like back in, I don't know, chapter 7, the one with yeah, the one with Patriot, right? The one with Patriot. You might want to revisit this cutscene halfway through the chapter. Okay. But I thought Guard was already infected because he's a Rhodes Island operator. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Chris. They were scared headless. I was one of the better ones, and I hate that I'm used to it. It took a lifetime's worth of good luck for us to make it to the camp in one piece. Just too hot, even at night. How long until the shift change? 15 minutes. You can sit a while longer. I'll go wash my face. And yeah, Percival wasn't she in Ursus before? Fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. Oh, it just speeds up the infection. You just get infected more. You just get double, triple infected. What's with your leg? You're limping. Have the crystal spread? No, not yet. Give me my towel, Percival. It's to your left. The flora pattern? Yeah. Percival raises an eyebrow. I want to say it was a gift from the owner of that County Peninsula textile factory. Red has one just like it. Okay, thank you, Apok. You have a good one. Thank you. Have a fun time. Yeah, I swear, they need to make a Percival operator. Also, I don't know. I wish 9 was an operator as well, but I don't think that's gonna be a... Yeah, I mean, even in Enfield, right? Even in Enfield, Orifati is still there. Like, people are still getting infected with Orifati. The old man had creases all over his face. He was lucky that his crystals grew on his belly, so all he needs to do is wear a shirt. Hopefully he's still hiding them. Never mind. You brought back more hands than expected. Looks like the situation in the provinces is deteriorating, even before they turn into war zone. The impact is bigger than I thought. The nobles are turning a blind eye, pretty much as expected. Those towns made a living trading with the caravans. They're left hanging with the convoys till Londinium stopped on account of the war. Okay. Hopefully, are they gonna... when's chapter 16 dropping, by the way? The infected are always the first to get hit when things go south. They used to be able to plant a few crops on the edge of the town, and villagers were willing to trade with them here and there. Money is money after all, whoever it's from. It's easy to do the respectable thing when life is decent. Things are different now. It's almost time for the bean harvest. These infected spent the last season watering the fields, caring for their crops. But they chosen to run up and join us now, abandoning the harvest that would have been waiting for them in a few months, and those to come in the future. They would rather leave. They must be desperate. We infected may be used to this kind of deprivation, but we can't come to the same conclusion every time. Are you still resting, sir? I hear voices. You're awake. You again, I said. Are you taking the night shift now? Supper? I have canned food from Victoria. Not the best in terms of taste, but convenient. Cigarettes, wine, a bit of pick-me-up in the middle of the night? Pretty clean, all things considered. Razors, arts units, you name it. What about you, Percival? Would you like some hair cream? Not easy to find in these stuff these days. It's usually the officers who carry it, after all. Officers don't die so often. No, just harder to dig them out from the heap. They're usually at the bottom, you know. You need medicine again? Well, I haven't been feeling my best. A lot of pain, the occasional hallucination. I'm scared that the rocks could start growing into my brain. 4 to 5 months? Okay, we still have time to catch up. So don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay. It's not going to get any better if you keep digging in those dusty craters. The best we can do is basic medicine that slows the progression of the condition. Don't expect it to save your life. I know, I know you're reselling our medicine. This bunch of infected told me that they bought Orifati meds from a Sarkaz on a motorbike and that they worked okay. Well, but made some decent money, didn't you? How about we decide your punishment based on how many coins you have in your pocket? I was just making sure that stuff got where it's needed. There's a war going on after all. Won't get another warning. but at least the meds made it to them when we don't have enough messengers to deliver to anyone. Won't happen again, I promise. Just a little bit, a few pills. I've been running a fever for days. Guard? Put in a form for him. Make sure he's registered this time. Thank you. Don't thank us, thank the doctors. They went from elite to pariah when they contracted oriphaty in their labs, and their companies didn't want to pay the insurance. It's not an easy change to accept. Fortunately, they heard of the reunion, and came looking for us. What about your old stomping grounds? I'm more than just grateful to them, but they'll never forgive me. I chose this path on my own. We just don't have the same grade of equipment that Rhodes Island does. Well, we're not really developing medicine either. Right, we don't take medicine to get well, just to live a little longer. There's no medicine that will cure oriphaty. I still remember the operators hurrying around medical, and the sight of Dr. Kaltsit in her lab when I was at Rhodes Island. I know, right? It's crazy. Like, I thought it was just gonna be some random NPC who's gonna die, like, at some point. Sorry. Still feels bad for Ace and Scout, though. R.I.P. Ace, Scout. I'll never forget you guys. If there is hope for an oriphaty cure, then it's at Rhodes Island. Actually, yeah. That's why I'm surprised that they even gave Guard a face, you know? I was like, what? It's this guy? Guard? All I remember is that he has cat ears. I still feel a sense of pride for having been part of it, even though I have no right to because I chose betrayal. But when will the day come when a cure for oriphaty is found? 50 years? 100 years? 1,000 years? And what do the infected do before then? Oriphaty is no longer just a condition. It is a symbol of hatred, victimization, blame, and alienation. Oh really? In the anime he has the same face as here? Oh, so maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they gave him a face, because the anime gave him a face. Interesting. Did they give Scout a face in the anime? Everyone here has a story and they are all alike. What good is medicine in the face of all that? It is like rowing against the tide. The land is not a glorious one of morality and kindness. That's why we can't turn away from violence. Shameful as it is, it's powerful. But maybe, no, that's something for the distant future. What's your name? Me? Oh, medicine peddler? Man on bike? Not the kind of guy anyone needs to remember. That's not a name. Okay, let me think of a cool one. Oh, what's going on? Feels bad, man. I still wish Scout was there. Still wish Scout didn't die. He's a badass. Shouting and the sound of weapons clanging. Go hide in the back, Sarkaz. Percival, go and reassure the civilians that just joined us. They're scared enough as is. I put a hand on the sword on my belt. It is always at the ready. You really want me to kill you? You men are in no shape to fight. Our warriors surround a group of bruised and dirty Victorian soldiers. Their sergeant is panting, with fresh wounds on his body. Yeah. Was this really an attack? What's going on, 9? They sneaked into the village from the north. Romanich, took a bolt. The doctor is, what? They're out of their minds trying to attack our camp with just 21 men, including a handful on stretchers. Look at what we have in the heartland of our country. A stone's throw from our great capital. A swarm of damned reunion infected. Come, kill me if you dare, or I'll kill you all. Yeah. Man, Hodderer. Yeah. I think, yeah. It just sucks that it had to come that way, you know? Yeah. It really sucks that it had to be that way so that both Hodderer's group and and Rhodes Island can get out. Conspirators, agitators, rioters, murderers. A blight. You're a blight. No wonder the war is going badly. Those barbaric devils could never beat us. The real enemies among us, behind our backs. A verification card later on. See, the thing is, if Discord is gonna have the kinds of those kinds of shit, you know, those verification stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's time for us to search for a different platform. You know what I mean? Wherever there's order, you infected are never far away. Look like you just came back from the front lines. Low morale, poor organization, hastily wrapped wounds, obsolete equipment. You don't look like professional soldiers. Conscripts? We're from the Duke of Fife's 4th Battalion. What's the name of the company again? Blackstream Squad and Eastham Squad. Do you have a doctor here? Shut up, soldier, and ready your weapon. But Sergeant Victor. This is an order. Ready your weapon. Keep your voice down, Victorian. There are civilians sleeping in the camp. Victorian civilians. Civilians? Victoria would have given them the life they deserve if they didn't join you to become criminals and malcontents. Yeah, it's hard to trust people on Discord nowadays. Honestly, yeah, it kind of sucks because like my first I had a first account before, you know. I had a first account back in 2017. I actually joined Discord like almost at the same time that it was made, but my YouTube channel got hacked, and I think my YouTube channel my Discord got hacked as well. So I had to abandon that and I had to make an account like I think last 2022. So yeah, it sucks. Why are all the scum in this land infected? Why is every gangster, bandit, devil, and reunion traitor infected? Why is the Honorable Duke of Fife not infected? Why was His Majesty Frederick III not infected? Why are honest and upright folk not infected? Do people become despicable because they're infected? Or do they become infected because they're despicable? What about you? Is despicability infectious too? How dare you? Enough! Boom. The Victorian sergeant's eyes widen as he turns to one side, trying to hide his arm from my sight. His lips tremble, but no words come out. We're all despicable scum now, aren't we, sir? I'm different. This is an honorable... Your arm. I can see the crystals protruding from it. Your condition is progressing rapidly. I'm fighting and killing sarcasm for my country. It's got a bit of dirt on it. Maybe devil blood. What did you learn in boot camp? Didn't they teach you anything about active originium zones? The instructor just told us to aim and pull the trigger. That's what we spent our 2 weeks on. I take it you weren't issued any inhibitors either. Inhibitors? 9, I think they're all infected. It can't be. Just got a physical 1 week ago, and I was in perfect health. 1 week could be a rapid onset, or they lied to you to keep you on the front lines. Shut up! How long have the ones on the stretchers been unconscious? They're in critical condition. What? Death and disintegration from acute condition is dangerous to both you and us. You were right to have the unconscious lying face up on the stretchers to prevent suffocation. But did you check their backs? Suddenly silent, the sergeant walks towards the stretcher as though trying to turn the man lying on it over, but withdraws his hand as soon as it touches the soldier. The sergeant looks helpless, like he's facing a deadly tusk beast that could spit lightning and poison, one that could leap at him at any moment. But the man is his comrade. Before they were comrades, they might have been cousins, tilling the same piece of land together. I sigh and sit the unconscious Victorian soldier up. There is no need to remove his jacket. Virginium crystals have pierced the clothing on his back. Heavens! Victor! Damn it! Shouldn't have taken him along. His dad would kill him, then kill me if he learned his son was infected. Sarkas used witchcraft to infect us. I knew it! It's the devil's curse! It's not enough that they defiled our land. Now they want to defile our souls too. That's enough. Sarkas are naturally susceptible to infection, and their soldiers are overwhelmingly infected. When you kill them, or when you get infected and they kill you, if there's no one to clean up the bodies... I said no more. I heard a sound. It's a familiar sound, whether in Rimbiliton, Rhodes Island, or here and now. The sound that every infected fears most. The sound of us shattering. I've heard sounds in the trenches. You told me it was artillery, Sergeant. It was artillery. Our enemy will use anything and everything to destroy us and our country, including their own deaths. Devils, bandits, tyrants. There was none of this crap during His Majesty Frederick III's reign. But this guy is racist. It's so ironic that he's also infected now. Can you believe this shit? We must expel this scum from Victoria. What can we do? Can we save Victor? We dwell in the blessing of glorious Victoria. What an idiot. I'll say this again. You're an infected. Very infected. In case this isn't clear to you, like us, like everyone else here, you're going to die. Wow, that actually took... It took an hour. It took an hour for all the freaking, story. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. No. Wait. Oh my god. Are they? Oh my freaking lord. I'm stupid. Oh my god, the freaking thing is back. The thing that I hate. The thing that I hate the most. Why the fuck is this thing back? I hate it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why did it transfer? Why did it transfer there? I'm actually confused. You know what? Whatever. It is what it is.
La haine brûlante traduit vos pensées.
Yeah, it's because she's a doll keeper. That's why.
遅めの命を宿す。準備できた。
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Artillery. Oh boy, the thing that I hate from chapter 10, it's back. The first time I saw an infected shatter was in the middle of a lake. I was 7, young and innocent. It was my dream to become the captain of the miners' patrol. I'd get to stay up late at night, wear a cool uniform, and walk around with a bright torch. Most families in Billington made their living in mining, digging, and processing ore. We did everything to prevent infection, but accidents happen. One day, the adults came home early. Mother and the other women of the house whispered in a corner. The men smoked in silence until the entire room was filled with that acrid scent. In between coughs, I ran around the living room, pretending to be a surveyor looking for the new veins in a fog-filled valley. Dad grabbed me by the collar and put me to bed. I woke up earlier than usual the next day. I think I was trying to grab a can of soda while nobody was watching. Grandma was sitting in the living room next to her luggage. She said she was going on a journey. I pestered her to let me go with her. She could never say no to me. She said I could come a short way with her, then I had to go back home. Oh my god, it's the ocean! Okay, it's a salt lake. I thought that it was the ocean. It could have been bad. It could have had them them seaborn. We saw a salt lake in the distance. It was a shallow one that only appeared in the rainy season, but it rained a lot that year. We couldn't see the other side of the lake. Grandma told me that was as far as I could go. I said all right. She made me promise, like when she made me promise I would be a good boy when I first went to school. But I wasn't a good boy anymore. I quietly followed her, hiding behind a bush when she got to the lakeside. Grandma got onto a boat with a few people on it. They all had strange stones growing out of their bodies, and one of them was wrapped up in a blanket. The boatman turned on the engine. I watched from the shore as the boat disappeared into the fog. I was confused. Grandma didn't say anything to me on our way. It was like an ordinary picnic trip. I was about to turn around, thinking about where I would have breakfast before going home. Then I heard a sound like crystal shattering. I turned around and saw originium dust sprayed into the air, mixing with the fog, reflecting an eerie glow in the sun. It was like a dream. Damn, his grandma's dead. Holy shit. R.I.P. Grandma. Was that how you got infected? No, I was lucky that time. Maybe it really was a dream brought about by a summer morning. I never saw Grandma again, and my family never talked about her anymore. She was always thoughtful and cautious. It wasn't like her to let a child follow her, putting him in danger. For once though, she made a selfish choice on her journey. She wanted to spend just a little more time with her grandson. Maybe she even wanted to give me a hug. Now I remember, I didn't even get to show her my report card that semester. I was the best I ever did in school. The sounds of the forest stopped. The flickering light shining through the shadows of the trees no longer moved. Then came the sound of lament and painful moaning. On your guard, Red. The Victorians have stopped. Looks like they're planning to make camp. Here, it's only a few hundred meters from our camp. They no longer have the strength to cover their tracks. Who knows if there's a scouting party shadowing them somewhere. Red's hands never stop, even as he complains, cutting away the bothersome vines. We approach their position and see their flickering shadows through the sparse bushes. Soldiers lie on the ground in exhaustion, hopelessly burying their heads amongst the falling leaves. The sergeant sits down on a rock, silently polishing his sword, the only weapon he has left. I guess they just didn't have the strength to go any further. These people don't have the luxury to think, They're still living in a dream. It'll all pass. Were they really just separated from the rest of the army? These Victorians are lucky. They faced a gentle exile, not the swords of their comrades. It's not easy to accept that you're infected. We should wait for them to understand who they are and for them to make a choice. Do you really mean to take them in? These soldiers? We're weak. So are they. What's the plan then? Finish the shift, then notify the sentries. Expand the patrols to include this camp. The infected stand together. Stand together. Pretty words. Of course we had to stand together. What other choice did we have? But are the words stand together so simple that we fail to appreciate their true meaning? Or if they change all our lives equally, robbed us of our futures equally? But is what is taken from a farmer who has to pay his taxes out of seeds stored for next year's planting equal to what is taken from a wealthy merchant with a safe full of pure gold? When what we had to begin with was not equal, neither are the choices that survive deprivation. Who are we really standing together with, then? Oh, I thought that was done. Oops, there's still more. You're Tallulah, right? Founder of Reunion, the leader of the infected. They say you did great things in Ursus. All the infected of Victoria talking about you. Is it true that you captured the city? City for the infected? Is it still there? I'm no leader. I'm just a member of the Reunion movement. Have some porridge. We're setting out soon. Tell us more about your city, Tallulah. It's... Oh, no need to hang your head. I suppose things didn't go so smoothly if you're in Victoria now. Of course the uninfected wouldn't let us win that easily, after trampling on us for so long. What does it matter if those scum trip you up once? Your Reunion. But this guy has some big man boobs. I demand you make Tallulah become playable. Hypergriff. Make Tallulah playable, and my life is yours. Yeah, we're gonna have the yappening. I think. Do you guys? How many chapters does chapter 13 have? How many nodes? We all believe in you. Tallulah looks down at the pot she is stirring, serving bowl after bowl of hot porridge. The steam from the pot obscures her vision. Careful, it's hot. They all believe in you. What do you think about that, eh? Being the hope of so many? If they add her in Enfield, that's not gonna change my mind. I might still not play. You're a veteran from Ursus, aren't you? What are you talking about? Valia. I know, sorry, I cannot resist. Is it true that there was a bit of trouble at the camp yesterday? It's fine, all taken care of. Stop crowding Tallulah like that and start packing. We have a long way to go today. Oh yeah, I still have fertilizer to load onto the truck. And it's not you, Reunion, anymore. Oh yeah, we're Reunion too. See you later. Oh. Will they all have this long? Guard? It's fine, no need to say anything. I take the bowl of porridge from Tallulah. She's very pale. There are things we can't tell them yet. I know, it's your decision. Reunion can't collapse again. I'm the banner that you rally to in Victoria. I accept that. But I'm deceiving them. I'm still. It's no more or less than you deserve. But it's none of my business whether you see this as an honor or punishment for your crimes. What the others need is hope. Okay, good night. Too old to stay late. What about me then? Should I be sleeping at like what time? Because I'm too old. Are you going to tell them you were under the influence of an evil god and everything that happened in Chernobyl was an Orsign plot? I would rather our organization be built on a lie. We were built on a lie back then too. I know, payback will come someday, but at least this time we lied for the infected. Okay, we're gonna we will do Babel, after chapter 13. There are no second chances for reunion. I hope we don't go down the same path you did. What did that sister of yours say in Chernobyl? Until the day when the infected are judged fairly. I'll wait. I'll be your tool until that day comes. Excuse me. What are you doing here, Victorian? I'm not armed. Your sentries searched me. I caught a whiff. My brothers haven't eaten in 4 days. Some of them I don't know. They don't look good. I have a lighter here, and do you want brass buttons? If you could be so as kind as to trade some bread for these. I know it's not enough. I have a bunch of good leather back in my home in the Blackstream. Once I get back, I'll sell it and pay you back double. The young man gazes hungrily at the pot, his hand grabbing his own uniform tightly, perhaps out of nervousness or trying to straighten it out to look more presentable. Tallulah puts a bowl of porridge before him. You can take what's left in the pot. Thank you. Here's the lighter. Sometimes you need to click it a few times before it lights. And the button. I take the lighter and grab the hand trying to rip the buttons off. It's fine. Eat. He practically pours the food down his throat. Bruh, it's hot! What are you doing? You're gonna get burnt. Where's your sergeant? I don't know. We haven't seen him all morning. I was worried he would barge into your camp again. Say, did you hear any sounds in the night? Like artillery fire? No reports of anything like that. Never mind. Everyone's gone mad. Us, them, there's no sane man left on the front. Sounds like things are rough out there. Rough, eh? I have no idea what the Sarkas are using against us. They have no battleships, no armored vehicles. We thought the devils were just barbarians fighting our armies with swords and bows. How wrong we were. Did you imagine an entire squad of Sarkas casters casting their arts at the same time? It was more terrifying than any artillery or ballista fire. Get hit by a shell and you might lose an arm or leg, the fragments digging themselves into your flesh causing terrible pain. But the Sarkas, they turned the battlefield into the hell of Lateran tales. Nice, 25 streams straight. Good job, coffee cup. Saw armored vehicles pierced by lightning bolts of blood. My mates melted into puddles of gore. Never imagined it would turn out like this when the Duke of Thieves' men dragged me out of the Sistybeast pens. Forget it, I'd rather not think about anything. Thanks for the porridge. I'll bring the pot back later. It's okay, Lemon, don't worry about it. You know, just if you're doing something that's fun, then go for that, okay? Don't worry about it. You can keep it. We have plenty of them, and it might be of use to you. Thank you so much. I'll never forget it. Are you leaving? Where are you going? This is pretty much a battlefield now, and it's Victorian lands all around, for the infected. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. Forget I said anything. The soldier hurries to leave, grabbing the side of the pot with his one good hand and supporting the bottom with the limp arm, grimacing at the heat. I reach into my pocket and dig out what I just got from the doctor. Hey, wait! I go up to him and put the vial of medicine in his pocket. What's this? It'll relieve some of the worst symptoms. You can share it with the others. I'll visit Blackstream and collect what you owe me. Sir, go. You love our village. Thanks. You really are like the Rhodes Islanders. I heard you were the one who found the doctors who knew how to make the medicine. To be honest, what we're making hardly even qualifies as medicine compared to the suppressants that I knew. Rhodes Island offers low-cost treatment plans, but at the end of the day, they're a company. They need research funding and they have corporate due diligence to deal with. Who knows how many eyes are on them in Casimir's and Columbia? That's why you persuaded Nine to go north. The warriors say there's a factory there. A tiny pharmaceutical factory. So small it's barely even a workshop. It's not even on a nomadic plate. But that one little piece of land was once the salvation of many infected. That is, until it grew big enough that it caught people's attention. Some of the ones driven out of there joined us, and that's how we heard the story. It's deep in the forest where nobody's watching. We need medicine even if it's just a pale imitation of the real thing. But more importantly, it was once a starting point of Victoria's reunion movement. You have to unite those scattered across Victoria. You have to tell them that help has come. I've seen plenty of infected self-help organizations. Kind souls helped us from time to time, but in the end, none of them lasted. When I was at Rhodes Island, I often wondered if things would get better if everyone worked harder and made more medicine. Maybe, but Chernobog changed my mind. Why do they crack down on workshops like these? Why are kindness and hard work warped by hatred and prejudice? When evil itself is fuzzy as the fog, why does everyone, even the infected themselves, decide to wait for their own deaths in the middle of a lake? I stare at Tallulah, who hardly reacts to my words. Her eyes are calm, unusually so. Her soul is too weary, having seen too much. What has become of the woman who was once our leader? Or had she uttered the same words before and seen what came of them? You know what I mean. Oriphaty is an illness, but we'll leave the illnesses to Rhodes Island for now. Our enemy isn't just Oriphaty, it's oppression and prejudice. The truths we've tried to cover up with Oriphaty. Oriphaty is just a culmination of all the decay across the lands. Taking back a symbol may help the infected of Victoria realize that and stand together with us. Stand together. That's something only reunion can do. Have you told the others how you think? Of course. I'm always talking to Nine about our... No, you know the one I'm talking about. Oh. A little. I got a gentle answer. That's why I'm here. Whatever the case, we didn't choose the same path, so it's not my place to ask for more. Of course it isn't. Rhodes Island is a paradise of idealists. Me? A man who could only see what stands right in front of me. The gain and loss right in front of me. I heard the veteran guerrilla fighters talk about the old days of the reunion in the tundra, the ideals that everyone held. The city of the infected, our home. Some of them thought it was just within reach. It was almost realized at Chernobog, but fell short in the end. But I know the city of our dreams is still far, far away. And how could a single city be enough? What could a single city do? You're still limping. Maybe you should go sit in the back? Just a little sprain. You haven't been on a lot of expeditions lately. My squad passed through the wilderness the other day with infected comrades from Greenwich. The earth had been torn open, with ditches everywhere. Looked like one of the turnip farms back home, except much smaller. I tripped. What was it? I didn't think there was a place like that near Londinium. Walt said that all those trenches, hundreds of them, each one big enough to fit our entire squad, were battleship tread marks. No wonder you look worried. It takes all my strength just to go from day to day. Don't think too much about it. A report from the scouts, guard. We heard sounds from the woods on the left side ahead. The Reginium zone sensor went off when we got close, so we couldn't be sure how exactly what it was. Send word to the to the rest of the team. We'll go around. Roger. Percival. I'll come along with a few guys. Don't want you to trip again. There's an unsettling smell in the air. The instruments show a high level of active originium. Not a good sign. Remember your protective measures. Keep your masks on. Was that a man under the tree? No, it's a Victorian uniform, ripped almost beyond recognition, but somehow familiar. A sergeant's badge lies in the ground next to it. A tiny music box sits on a short distance away, covered in iridium dust, but still barely playing. Infected confirmed dead. We should leave. Oh, it's the sergeant. Damn, he was dead. He was a dead man walking. Percival walks slowly, humming along with the scattered music. You know this song, guard? No, but I've heard it before. The sun on the meadow is summery warm, filling our home with euphoria. We gather together to greet the storm. Tomorrow belongs to Victoria. The Victorian national anthem. Our teacher made us sing it over and over until we had it memorized when I was little, before I got sick. It's been a long time since I last heard it. I was born in Victoria. By all accounts, I should be Victorian. But what about now? That sergeant believed he belonged to Victoria to the very end. He was lucky. He didn't get to go through everything he would have gone through. The reason I called myself Reunion. I was tired of being punched, being thrown out of factories before I got paid, being kept out of even the cheapest hostel rooms, no matter how much money I had on me. The reunion movement showed me another path. Besides suffering and dying in silence, that was all I needed. Even if the price was abandoning my family, my country, and everything else I had. In fact, I had lost all of it the moment the first crystal popped through my skin, but it took me a long time to get it. All of us, Ursine, Colombian, Victorian, Sarkas, Feline, Liberi, we are all reunion. If we have to cross every battlefront, every war zone, every corpse-laden ruin, in order for our deaths to be seen and heard, then we'll cross them. Holy shit, that is long. What the fuck? That's like an hour and a half. Egg. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I still haven't leveled up Uwika. No. No money. How are you, Tompio? How's the egg? Oh yeah? Did you get the sleeve? Long boy. Endless reports. An avalanche of intel has flooded this lonely battleship ever since it left Norport. There are signs of trouble from Lathanyan to the east, Sargon to the southwest, Kiarag to the west, while everything remains silent in the south. The messages are suffocating, eating away at my nerves. You need to wait for the final part. Whoa! Oh, MILF! 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 My mother seems utterly unmoved, impassively issuing order after order. But even she cannot resist a frown when she reads the congratulations from her fellow dukes. This is her life. She is here, and this is my Lynn Cardine. Yeah. Mommy! Mommy! I am home. Focus, Delphine. Listen to the reports. This is no time to let your mind wander. She adjusts the position of her eye patch. Is it to hide the wrinkles? The weather here is very different from Lincardine. It's suppressed, heavy, the gloom of rain and fog ever present. Okay! Eat well! I just want to... What are you gazing at so absent-mindedly, Delphine? Nothing, Mother. It's just... I don't get to see Londinium from this angle very often. I know how you look when your mind is wandering. Are you bored by the chatters from the rear? No, I'm just thinking about Norport Borough. Sorry, I didn't expect the situation in Londinium to deteriorate so much, so quickly. I should have arranged for your evacuation sooner. We have compiled reports on everything that went on in Londinium, but we weren't able to bring them. We should be the ones apologizing. That's alright. A few little troubles don't mean much to the big picture. Perhaps the Duke of Castor should be held responsible for most of them. I know. Let's hope my messenger isn't making things too difficult for her right now. Oh, thank you! Hello, Latia! Raid! Thank you for the raid! My god, thank you! Sussy raid! Yeah, welcome to the stream. My name is Alyssciel. I'm just a Fox Wolf streamer. We're just doing chapter 13 of Arknights. We just started. This is like the third node. But yes, welcome. Make yourselves comfortable. We are doing main chapter stories, so it's very I don't know. It's still starting, so the intrigue is still there. And can you believe it? They gave Guard a face. That guy from the reunion arc. Amazing. But the value of that intel to subsequent operations pales in comparison to your value, Delphine. Relax. I'm here, and Ironclad Galavay is nearby. Everything will be right again once we return to the city. We'll restore Londinium and Victoria. Of course. Mother, I thought I would die down there. Is that a telepole ID? Yeah, it's my own. It's actually my own like an aberration of telepole. You know, the alleyway watchdog. I made it like that so that it's instead of a wolf, it's a fox. Yeah. Because first and foremost, I'm actually a Limbus creator or Project Mon creator. My primary platform is YouTube. I do whatchamacallit? I do shit posts. Yeah, I shit post a lot. I make a lot of shit posts in YouTube. And I just stream whichever. I just stream games. But that's it. I dual stream. But yeah, you guys I'm just a wee little streamer when it comes to like streaming. I love Telepole. Telepole Faust is my L2D is very expensive. Yeah, it is very expensive. I'm actually using Viado Tube. This is actually a PNG tuber avatar. This is PNG Tube. You can actually use GIFs now for the PNG tuber avatar. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would have wanted to become a VTuber as well. And I think a lot of people are also are using instead of Live 2D, they're using whatchamacallit? They're using VTube Studio. VTube Studio in Steam. I think that's free, right? Wait, let me just check actually. Let me just check. VTube Studio, yeah. Yeah, it's a free game. It's a free application in Steam that you can use. I think I know one streamer that uses it at the very least. Yeah, but you can try it if you want. If you get like a free model or something like that. I wouldn't really advise people to like just buy like a $1,000 YouTube model, VTuber model. Because I won't. I wouldn't let that happen to my daughter. You've done well. You have the patience and attention to detail of your father. But you don't have to be the one to do all that work. You're my heir and your place is in Lynn Cardine. Our standoff with Leithanian can be trying. You'll need to get used to those matters. Plus, I could use someone to talk to. Thought I could do better. Sorry. There are many things that a Duke of Windermere must worry about, for which he needs nerves of steel. Yeah, I think so. Actually, yeah, supposedly, you know this model that I have right now? Someone, yeah, you know the same, you know Frey Checkma, right? You guys know Frey, right? The guy who made Frey's avatar, the one who at least, you know, put the rigging on Frey's avatar. They made rigging for my avatar actually. But you know, but I haven't really gone around to like trying to do some, you know. I haven't gone around and to doing VTuber stuff. Maybe I should look into it. But that's not your burden, not yet. You can rely on your mother at least until she's too old to walk. I understand. Thank you, Mother. We'll be home in another 4 or 5 hours. I've arranged for all the stuff you left behind at the old house to be set up. Your pajamas, your pillow, your bed, your bathtub. That's all stuff from before I came to Londinium. It's not like you're any taller. I have some nice things for you as well, but I'll keep those a secret for now. Get a good night's sleep once we're back. But don't get complacent. We have a lot to do. What is it? I was in Londinium a long time, wasn't I? I had many friends, outstanding friends from whom I had a lot to learn. We lived in a city in disorder, chewing up and swallowing the lives we once had. But we believed in our cause. I was proud of it. Then things changed. One agent after another disappeared, and the Sarkas took the city. I was on my own. I had to live with more common people. For the first time, I learned how they lived and how they viewed Victoria. Okay, thank you, Alden. Yeah, actually, I didn't realize that I was actually at 12K already on YouTube. I just keep posting shorts. I just keep posting shorts. Don't worry. I'm gonna work on the I'm gonna work on the stuff. I'll work on the stuff. Where's Mons, by the way? Where's Mons? Want some? Yeah. Where's Mons? Most of them are dead now. Those who still live huddle in the bowels of the ship, waiting for you to decide their fate. No, not really. I'm just, I'm just asking. You know, I haven't seen him in a while. That's why I tend to do that when I don't see people in a while. I look for them. 100 meters beneath my pajamas, bed, and bathtub. I'm really grateful, really. But is it all because... He does not let me finish. She puts her hand on my head without patting it, but I know this is her way of showing affection. You did well, my daughter. You exceeded my expectations. Go and see the troops below. It'll do you good to talk with them. With that, her grace departs. She's always swift and decisive. I have no chance to say any more. I scratch my slightly untidy head. Mother, we can talk later. You shouldn't have come here yourself. The words that come out of my own mouth surprise me. Was it not because of my call for help that she came? How could I say that? It's too risky. We can't fully trust the Lathanians, and we don't know what the Sarkas are planning next. We've fallen behind on intel. He dismisses me with a wave, perhaps telling me not to think too much about it. Her silhouette remains sharp, making me feel like I'm worrying too much, and that she can handle it all. Sigh, she's right. I'm not much taller at all. She's so short. How long will our food last? I don't think this warship was prepared to take on so many refugees. We can't just leave them to fend for themselves. Mrs. Emil grabbed my hand just now. She didn't say nothing. All she did was look at me. I can't take it anymore. Let's find Delphine. Calm down, Hannah. We're on someone else's ship. I'll go keep them company. The old-timers will feel better with a familiar face around. I'll stay with you. Sorry to keep you waiting. I talked to the quartermaster. Some food will make it to those who need it most. That's the best I can do. Thank you, Delphine. And thanks to Duke Windermere. Part of me hopes that Mother really wants to help these poor people out of the kindness of her heart, but I know it's because of me, or should I say, because of who I am. It's fine as long as it helps the people who fled with us. You've adapted quickly, Vina. The time when we could do as we pleased has passed, Delphine. Many souls on this ship are counting on me. I have a responsibility to them, both as Vina and as Siege. Lots of people are looking at us. I can tell Vina is busy. Mother's ship is one of the biggest of the Victorian ships of the line, but it was never designed to evacuate civilians. Certainly not this many. I did. Yeah, I did. Why? No, she's not a silver fox. She's a cat. She's a cat. She's a cat lady. Also, I was just reading Chris. He was just saying, he was the one who said it. Yeah, one of the people on my chat is like, "Oh, mommy," which is true. My car and getting it licensed this month. Oh my god, $1K. $1K dollarinos to fix your car and getting it licensed. It's that expensive? What even happened? The people of Norport are squeezed into holds meant to store ammunition and weapons, trying their best to find a clean place to sit down. This is not the best accommodation, even if the most dangerous weapons have been removed. Vina's gang are doing their best to maintain order. Wow, that's windshield, brakes, and tie rod. Yeah, that makes sense. Does it not have insurance? I thought US is very big on insurance. The refugees whisper about her amongst themselves. The officers on the ship pay no heed, nor does Vina respond to their calls of Your Majesty or Your Royal Highness. Regardless, she has become the heart and soul of this place. Perhaps the civilians don't even realize themselves, but the reason they trust Vina is not so much because of her status, but because she is the only one they can rely on this unfamiliar environment. Ah, so it's only for like accidents and stuff, yeah. How goes the war? The number of reports coming in is unreal, too many variables to keep track of. The Duke of Wellington's offensive is unsteady, and our own defensive lines are being pressed. We should have an overwhelming advantage in terms of forces, even if the Dukes have yet to commit to their full strength. We are facing a foe beyond the scope of more modern military theory. The Naxxerer King. The only thing we know about him comes from sparse records of ancient times. It has been too long since Victoria, indeed Terra as a whole, last faced a real Sarkaz army. With what chain reaction will their witchcraft produce? Are they really as primitive and backwards as the records say? Hello, Suppressed! Welcome to the stream! Hi! What force have the various Sarkaz branches come together to form? Where we can see them? Why do they stand together? No need to worry too much though. Mother, Duke Windermere, and Duke Wellington will conduct this war together. The Duke of Castor has also publicly declared her allegiance. The stalemate will not last long. Once we return to Ironclad, Gallivey, both serve supplies and support will. Whoa, what was that? Looks like we're passing through a canyon. A good thing. It means we're about to leave the battlefield. A canyon. I feel even less at ease. I know where Mother's confidence comes from. The ship defended by Windermere's Pride, her sword guards. If the Sarkas think this merely a reckless act by the Duke of Windermere, they will find themselves on the receiving end of blades that have been honed since the War of the Four Emperors. Accepted a job opportunity? That's a big one. Good job. If you accepted it and you'll have work soon, great. But do we truly know the Sarkas? Is this ship slowing down, Siege? I think so. And the weather outside. Say, what time is it? How long has it been since we'd left Norport? A few hours, I think. Is this just an ordinary canyon? Yes, nothing remarkable besides some abandoned factories. Abandoned factories? Yes, this place has been abandoned since before Londinium fell into chaos. Why? Because of catastrophe. The massive crystal formations that catastrophe left behind. Be careful! Hey, I'm talking to you. Something's not right. There's a different smell in the air. I look around instinctively. All the elite soldiers in the hold are gone. This is not right. Get away from him, Hannah. Siege pulls her back before I can. I see the soldiers smiling at me. Look out! It's too late. Blood seeps from the gaps in the ceiling, dripping into the infiltrator's eyes. Drip. Merge. Spread. Blood? Where did this blood come from? Look out! Oh my god, it's the freaking vampire, isn't it? Or, I don't know. Siege pushes me away. An instant later, a blood mist bursts where I stood. Soon the entire hold is engulfed in crimson. Blood mist? Sarkas witchcraft. Too many civilians here. Morgan, Dagda, Indra. The four of them exchange gazes and take up positions around the frightened crowd. The emotions in the crowd ranges from shock to panic. Some in the corners begin to scream without even seeing exactly what happened. Go down, the stairs to the north. Lady Delphine, are you the ship's doctor? We're under attack by witchcraft. The ship's casters can't decipher it yet. The Duke and... Damn, how did they? Look out! A claw slaps away the sword that was inches from his throat. The blood mist disperses and reconverges, taking a gooey, wet form. Oh, it's these people. A Sarkas emerges from the bloody shadow. The Confessarius, yeah. The vampire's witchcraft has taken hold. I know that outfit, the skull mask. The size of kings, one variable to eliminate. Cause chaos and eliminate the outblood. Hesitate not to spill your own blood. Oh, you were part of the siege of the Knights of the Tower. Careful, I've gotcha. You will die here with your king, Victorian. Do it. Mother's on deck, but we still have civilians and our people below. Aye. Delphine, your left. Ugh. Careful. Sorry, thanks. There aren't many of them. We can pin them down. The reinforced compartment is one bulkhead away. Get the civilians there. No, there's something more important that you must do. Those people came with me. I promised to protect them. Duke Windermere likely doesn't know how bad things are below. Go and inform her. I'll hold out until your reinforcements arrive. Okay. Good night, Yuri. You have a good one. Have a great sleep. But this suits us better. We have a formal command structure. There's no way to integrate us quickly. Vina, go! Damn, you've got a hard head. Almost made my hand go numb. So be it. The size of kings will be spoils enough. Surround the Aslan. Get ready for a brawl, mates. For an instant, I wish I was with them. Like when I first joined Slobber Knocker Gym, when I went from being alone to being in a community. About 4 hours, we're doing a huge debate tonight. If you can show up to my stream, okay. I'm gonna end my stream in like an hour and 13 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. That's so sudden, but yeah. I'll check. I'll check if I can. A debate. We're gonna have a Danganronpa debate. Pram 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 pram. Hadar and Baird. We stood together. This ends now. The swing of the hammer compresses the air in the passage. It roars. Space Marines would it take up to a chapter to possibly take out the city from Project Moon? Really depends. Which Space Marine chapters are we talking about? Because it really depends which ones. Like okay, so it's like an entire Space Marine chapter, right? So that means first company. Are they first company? I don't know. I'm just thinking. Because if it's the entire city, I doubt it. I doubt a single chapter is enough. Maybe. Are the ships, the capital ships enough, actually, if you think about it? Yeah, whatever. I'm just trying to think about the Warhammer lore. Tiny drops of liquid fall on my face. My vision blurs. Delphine! A shadow draws near. Delphine! Mother? I try to wipe my eyes. I see another pair of eyes right there in front of me. Red flows from their sockets. Delphine, go no further. You're hurt. You'll only be in the way. Same for me. Kill me before whatever this consumes me. The swords guards and her grace will kill the Sarkaz. Do not put yourself in danger, Delphine. No, I don't even feel the pain anymore. Free me, then stop. I draw my sword. Yeah, that's the thing. If you think about it, you know, the ending in Lobotomy Corporation where you know that ending in Lobotomy Corporation where they release all of the abnormalities in the city? It only took the head 2 weeks to actually deal with that. That's why. I should not do this to her, but I see the relief in her eyes. She grabs my sword, sending it into her own body. I'm trembling. I can't see clearly. Lady Delphine, you must live. Thank you for freeing me. I look down and see the red eyes. She gives up breathing, smiling to the end. This is Sarkaz. Mother. My feet cannot move. Worry, unease, and fear grip them. The lights go out. The only light comes from above deck. Whoa, that's a lot of blood. That's a bloody sky. There's only silence amongst the bodies. Rain solidifies as it falls, flowing backwards, evaporating, converging. A red-black sun rises into the sky, obscuring its white counterpart. Oh, it's him! A bloodless complexion emerges from the black sun, not a speck of blood on it. He descends from the black sun. I avert my gaze. Am I afraid? How shameful. You should not have dodged. The paleness of your face would have contrasted well with the blood drops. They would have painted a picture of beautiful despair. Leeches can't stop playing with blood, I see. Nothing has changed with you people, even after all these centuries. Rain begins to fall again. Drip, drop. Look, it's a good day to die. Your Grace, this attack was planned. As expected. For a sovereign of the Sarkas to pay a personal visit though. All well and good, I suppose. The battle below is not going well. The officers are organizing the defense. No matter. This one is our only threat. Mother, the Duke of Windermere points her sword towards the invading Sarkas leader. I cannot see the expression on her face, but I know that it is not the mother I know so well. The soldier was right. I would only be in the way. I've long had enough of Lathanian spy arts. I wonder what the spine of a vampire looks like. Yeah, I'm not underestimating it. You're a strong Victorian. You don't think you'll shirk back. But your blood will betray you. The Creator built a bridge of life for humanity, and I stand above the bridge. Oh. Not any worse than those fire madmen. A blue blade cuts through the rain of blood. A tiny drop of rain cuts open Mother's cheek. Was it the red rain or the blood seeping out? I could not see. There is no change in Mother's expression, but have I ever seen her get hurt before? Poor fool. Still clinging to dreams and fantasies. Guess why your battleship fell from within. Focus on the mission at hand, soldiers. Ready. Roger. Your duty is to kill the enemies of Windermere, not protect the life of Windermere. Do all you can to weaken the Sarkas. Victoria will take back what is hers. Whoa! Whoa! The vampire's movement starts to slow. No, the swords guard are too fast. I've received formal military training. I did not go to Londinium unprepared. But here and now, I realize the weight of the words Duke of Windermere. My mother never let her daughter see the kinds of battlefields that she knew. Not bad, not bad. You aren't the Duke of Victoria for nothing. How many Sarkas have you eaten? I don't have any such disgusting habits. No. You and your ancestors reveled in war, from Casimirs to Lathanian. A Duke of Windermere once had an army of Sarkas in the War of the Four Nations, which engulfed the most of the land. How did you or your ancestors use them? Parlor tricks, the theft of witchcraft, the favorite of the Naxirer. The blood and flesh of Sarkas spread across the battlefield, becoming yet another bulwark for your glorious armada. You ate them up, all right. Are you after revenge, Sarkas? Of course. How dare you trifle with the methods of my creation, the property of the Crimson Court? Is being strengthened by the blood of the fallen? No. It is no longer bodily fluids, but a part of the curse. Prepare counter arts. Stay calm. Take a deep breath. My throat is coarse. I cannot speak. I try to gasp for air, but the smell of blood is all there is. Vampire and Confessarius. This is Mother's flagship. Leon Cardine's most experienced commanders, bravest sailors, and the most steadfast warriors are gathered here. Mother once told me that war is not about heroes, but charging into danger. A commander must see the whole battlefield in order to see the way to victory. But I realize why this ship sailed deep behind enemy lines without support. Because of me. No. This is no time for self-flagellation. I have to do something. If there is no place on Mother's battlefield for me, someone must bring order. One of the kings of the Sarkas court is here. But would they really attack us so recklessly? My espionage background tells me that something is missing from this puzzle. I have to do something. Think. Could it be? No. Arts that can teleport an entire army are unheard of. Our ship fell from within. I know this feeling. The Masti. I encountered him personally when leaving Norport. I heard about this terrible king of the Sarkas court from Amaya, but he was defeated. How could he? Still, this is the most likely answer. There are two kings of the Sarkas court on this ship. A truly terrifying conclusion. What about the vampire? Why didn't he go straight to his target if he could use his witchcraft on the officers? Attacking secondary targets with witchcraft, then creating disorder with assassins. That's too inefficient. But the Sarkas fighting with Mother, the Damasti, did he simply infiltrate us by taking the face of a Victorian? If... Damn it. Mother! Delphine, stay back. That one's fake. The sword guard's weapons impale the vampire. The light of arts penetrate the Sarkas' twisted visage. The arts of the sword guards of Windermere, passed down from generation to generation, are simple but brutally ineffective. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, you guys can talk about it while listening to me. I'm reading the chat, you know. I acknowledge what the chat is saying, but I'm just reading. Mother quickly sets her sights back on the target. I draw my sword. The sword's guards do not hear my cry, but Mother is ready. The vampire laughs. The massive blood arts explode before it can be cast. A gust of wind sweeps through the sticky air, blowing away the sanguine rain and wind. Death falls silent. The true terror begins to spread, slowly but surely. Blood converges upon the hand of the silhouette, forming a crystal. Then... Hello, Mons. How are you? How are you? I have not seen you in a while. How are you? That's why... See, the thing is, I've been seeing Alden in stream for for a lot of times now, so, you know, I really just had to ask. The true. Enough. I don't enjoy seeing another wear my face. The sword guards pull back instantly. Even so, two of them are laid by an eyelash, and their flesh takes incomprehensible form in a split second. But she's recently gotten more busier than normal. Just that. Yeah, that's fine. You know, if it's about jobs and stuff like that, or, you know, like other stuff. Yeah. I can feel my sword hand trembling, my throat seizing up. This is a battle beyond my comprehension. The little girl saw through your disguise. You're losing your touch, Damasti. The previous year would have been more convincing. Look at this femboy. My bank account is looking so empty. Actually, same right now. Because YouTube payout is gonna arrive on my bank account by the 26th. So right now, my bank account only has like the minimum balance required to maintain it. Yeah, it's only that. Like, I only have the minimum balance to maintain my bank account. Is that so? These arts are merely a poor imitation by the Confessarius. Foul, uncouth, vulgar killing. He looks towards me, then towards Mother. I'm trembling. Delphine. Yes. Good job seeing through the trick. All the sword guards would have been lost. But there's nothing more you can do here now. Aye. The escort fleet is approaching. We must ensure that communication with the fleet is maintained. The communication tower is behind the deck. The enemy is few in number. Go. I'm counting on you. She pats my shoulder with an injured hand. Only then do I notice that she has many more scars on her hand than I remembered. Understood. Wow, this is long. Holy shit. I turn around and run for the communications tower. Pride overcame fear in that instant. Mother said, I'm counting on you. I see the Confessari trying to blow the communications tower, and our soldiers still resisting. Thank goodness the communication tower hasn't fallen yet. Ship slowing down? It's the engines. They're attacking the engine room. Damn it. Grab my hand. Don't look back. Get up. Thank you. Oh, Lady Delphine. We must regroup and counterattack. Reinforcements are on the way. Listen up, men. Dust clouds in the distance. Help is on the way. Their plan has failed so easily? They turn around. The front of the deck has been completely engulfed in red fog, with only the flashing of sword and vampiric arts to penetrate it. Why do I feel so uneasy? Aye. Delphine, look out! Pair of eyes peer at me, in the infinite raindrops, in the reflection of blood on the deck. This is long, that's what she said. Couldn't... Thank you, Alden. Thank you for the 5. That's what she said. Damn, I set myself up with that. How did I not know? I'm so good at these setups. I have not known that. Thank you. But thank you. The vampire's hand brushes my neck. Why? Is he not fighting Mother? Vina tries to push me away, but it's too late. My sword. I still have my sword. I am her daughter. She is counting on me. The blood-woven crimson witchcraft vanishes into thin air. Are you alright? I'm fine. It's all in my head. Your troops are holding back the enemy down below, so we've come up to help. The bad news is that we found traces of the Damasti down there. We know, the Sanguinarchs and the Damasti are attacking together. No, wait. That attack was not a Damasti feint. It was true blue vampiric witchcraft. If the king of the Sarkas court had intended to kill me, there's no reason I should still be alive. It was not my own strength that allowed me to resist. He had other plans. There's no doubt about that. Once again, I look toward the sword guards. Their swords are still flashing. I can faintly see their silhouettes converging. Something's not right. They are falling, one by one. They're backing up? This is not right. Where is Mother? Delphine, where are you going? Ah, dreadful. The scent of blood has changed. The Confessarius has succeeded, as has the Sanguinarch. Pull back. Those unable to do so, drive your daggers into your hearts on my command. You. Oh, damn. Did they kill the Duke of Windermere? Did they kill the mommy character? Impossible. Even if the fight against the fake vampire had taken its toll, Mother and her sword guards could not have fallen so easily. I know the legends of Windermere's sword which no wall could stop, the blade of light that struck down the spires, one of Victoria's 2 sharpest swords. I grew up listening to them. Why? How? I charge into the fog of blood, hearing only my accelerating heartbeat. Finally, I spy a figure. Ugh. You have lost all sensation in your arms. Your guards are routed. How do you feel now? Sarkas. He caught you. An instant of weakness, of disorder. Why? We do not understand. We find it regrettable. She is finished. Let this great warrior savor the fading of life. Are you leaving? I have no interest in the inconsequential deaths that remain. One glance from that devil is enough to freeze my blood. But he does not kill me. His blood is a penny a gallon. What are you after? We are unsure. The age of shame is coming to an end. Are you hurt? It does not matter. He disappears into the blood. You... Oh, there you are. Damn, that's a lot of people. The one who saw through us. He said we were losing our touch. How convincing was the last one? Is this good enough? Don't you dare wear her face. He smiles at me with mother's face. We must try. Then, with an identical sword, mother's sword, he impales his own chest. Sarkas! In my fury, I try to charge, but my body refuses to move. We'll do better next time. He whispers in my ear, wearing my own face. Mother's sword is still in his chest. In my chest. He falls, then familiar blood witchcraft covers him, consuming him. After the blood boils and evaporates, it is as though nothing had ever happened. All I can do is pick up mother's sword. I catch sight of mother. The sound of fighting has stopped. The wind has calmed. The ship has stopped. I see blue hair on the ground. Mother is bleeding. Delphine. I can't see very well. Have they retreated? They're gone. Mother, I'll call for the doctors. You'll be fine. You're the Duke of Windermere. You're my mother. Wait here, I couldn't beat him. I can't believe it. Don't go, Delphine. Don't go. Let me look at you. No! No, they killed their mom! I will avenge her. I'm gonna kill that vampire. Just you wait. That vampire, dead. That vampire is dead. Mother's body grows cold in my arms. Yeah, not the mom. God damn it, we failed to protect the MILF. We failed to protect the mommy. What is life even worth at this point, huh? I dare not let go. The sound of mother's heartbeat fades further and further away. Don't cry. I'm not crying, mother. I saw you swing your sword, Delphine. Very good. You had injured your hand. Your grip, it was never right. I was too hasty. Mother, don't say any more. Mother gazes towards the horizon. Is that the direction of Londinium? Her eyes have always lain upon Victoria. I remember the direction your father left in. We had a surprise for you, one that we prepared long ago. Mother, Delphine, you. I thought you would be taller. Your clothes will be a bit loose. Just calm down, Delphine. Oh my god, this is the saddest. The rain stops. This is so sad. We gotta avenge her. We gotta avenge the mom. We gotta avenge her.
出発しましょうか。ちょっと言いにくいんだけど、みんな安心して戦って。私がついてるから。リーダー、チャーシューアップルパイ。私たちの勝利に参加を。
Watch this. We're gonna avenge her.
迷っている暇がありませんわよ。ドクター、すぐにご結婚の黄昏の楽園に私は君臨し続ける。位置につきました。ドクター、焦っちゃダメだよ。ドクター、すぐにご決断を。私、目を大きく任せてください。
Je suis partout.
Why are you shaking? No, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
どうせ死ぬなら道連れにしてやる。
Écoutez donc.
覚悟はいいか。私が本気を出したら少々荒れるぞ。
God, look at that range!
今からアイドルのイメージ。今そんなのどうでも訓練通りにやるだけ。はい。
みんな手伝って。
リーダー、チャーシューアップルパイ。
Mission
She
accomplished.
can actually shoot from the back. God damn. Oh wow, okay. Another one. You try to present a picture of calm. The crowd is running. There are screams everywhere. They have hardly awakened from the last nightmare before they are into another great escape. You brace yourself against the wall. Someone ran into you, hard. Someone pretty darn strong. It all happened so quickly that you had no time to plan. You had expected the worst of the moment you failed to stop the first drop of blood from seeping into that curious citizen. Even worse is that you and Amiya have become separated by the stampeding crowd. It has been a long time since you last felt alone. I'm gonna be silent. I'm gonna be silent because yeah. I'm gonna be silent because you know nobody's listening. The screams drown out your voice. Nobody is listening to your commands. Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. God damn it. Guys, this is the saddest day. They killed the hag. They killed the hag, man. That is so unfortunate. Out of my way! Out of my way! The monsters are coming! Get out of my way! Get away! There's blood on you, like those monsters! They are not your operators. They're just ordinary people. Reason is a luxury in the face of death. Doctor! Doctor, I'm here! Grab my hand! You finally hear a familiar voice. Amiya! Amiya tries to force her way through the panicking crowd and reaches out her hand. Grab my hand, Doctor! You know that you are the one whom Amiya cares most deeply about, always. You do not want to disappoint her. You penetrate the crowd and extend your hand with all your strength. You're not Amiya! You realize who it is standing before you, a moment before your hands touch. The Masti. Why? What should the King of Sarkas look like? I heard Logos's bone whistle. The myriad souls still reject us. However, a change has occurred. A part of us has left us. We must make a choice. We cannot remain stagnant. The Damasti approaches you, one step at a time. You can feel that the one-time king of the Sarkas court has changed. He is no longer an idle observer. He has begun moving forward. Doctor! King of Sarkas. I tried to imitate you, but I failed. And you, Damasti. Is this your choice to formally stand against us? You simply decided to try. Huh. Will we learn our meaning in battle against you, King of Sarkas? Where does our path lead? Once I asked the previous Damasti what I should do. He said I must overcome all doubt and hesitation. If you still call me the King of Sarkas after being reborn, then go find the answer yourself. You won't get it from me. She is always at your side, smiling. It almost makes you forget that she is the true King of Sarkas. Dark arts rumble. You find Amiya's presence downright imposing. But still, you feel uneasy. Instincts tell you that this was no ordinary attack. In just a short period of time, you have learned that the Duke of Windermere, defender of the frontiers, is no pushover. She had her flagship break off from the fleet in order to save her daughter. This was an opportunity. But the rest of the fleet was not so far away. The tactical advantage in attacking a ducal vessel is limited, unless this was a decapitation operation. No, Killing a duke only makes her men angrier. This is more. There is more to Theresa's plan. Plus, this ship is home to more than just the duke's elite guards. You and your friends are here. The king of Sarkas is here. Is Rabbit still schizo? Yeah, she can be. She can be a little bit schizo, yeah. Suddenly, a pang of intense pain dazes you. Oh! Oh yeah, she's hot actually. Holy crap, I like her. Yeah, I forgot that she existed. Oh, did I hurt you? That Ascalon woman is so annoying. Is she so persistent with everyone? Doctor! Amiya disengages from her battle with the Damasti and runs towards you. Arts converge on her fingertips and her crown appears above her head. Look out, Amiya! You're the one they're after. No, those are the ones that you grip. Those are the ones that you use, you know, for those are handlebars. Handlebars, I mean. The black arts are shattered and the black crown gone. Amiya's art disintegrated in an instant as though they had never existed. How could this be? It is the power of the King of Sarkas. How? I have long waited to rummage in your emotions and memories, little king. I thought the Revenant would cause you some difficulty, but you seem to be in better condition than I expected. Photos. No, Chimera. You are no Theresa. An eerie dark halo envelops Amiya. She tries to break through, but the Confessarius's cage does not budge. The cage grows smaller. You look for someone who can help, a way to break Amiya free. The Confessarius guards block any eyes that gaze upon this place. The enemy is more prepared than you thought. Let go of me! You had the fortune to be conferred the crown, but do you truly understand your power? We have studied the King of Sarkas for thousands of years. Amiya's struggle grows feeble. The ancient Bane arts drain her strength. Her knees buckle and she falls to the ground. She lifts her hand, but not a ripple of arts answer. As for you, you feel the chilling gaze scanning you. Your heart is beating so fast it threatens to escape your chest. Anger and despair. Death extends its tendrils towards you. You clench your fist. Get away from Doctor! Oh, still mastering the power of the King of Sarkas, even when surrounded by Confessarius witchcraft. I'm starting to miss Liz. Well, this is the benefit to our experiment. I'll spare the doctor's life for now and teach you to leverage your emotions. But I must make sure you behave before handing you over to the leader. Great Damasti, that nasty woman is coming. May I count on you to deal with the rest? Very well. Maybe she will temper us. You see Ascalon sprinting towards you. Countless Confessarius guards stand in her way. They fall without a sound, then the figures of countless Damasti once again bury her. The Confessarius with blue hair lifts Amiya in her arms. The whole structure around you shatters. A staircase of earth and stone rises, and the wall of the canyon outside opens its gaping maw. You have seen arts like this before, but she is no gargoyle. Doctor. Amiya! Wherever they walk, the stone bridge trembles and shatters, and the cracks on the rock wall heal. Ascalon tries to free herself from the Damasti tide, but the expressionless fragments seem endless. Doctor, stay where you are. The most important thing is... The Confessarius and Amiya grow distant. You have heard it many times from many people. You are not built for fighting. So weak you could not even complete the beginner course for trainee operators. Kaltsit wanted you to stay in the rear, giving orders in safety. But Kaltsit, equally thin and frail, stood before Theresa's. You can still see the gaping wound when you close your eyes. You should wait where you are. Ascalon needs time. You can work on a rescue plan once the battle has concluded. A commander should learn to recognize when the situation is untenable. But your ears ring. Amiya is your partner, your family. Your sense and sensibility, your past and memories all cry out. Oh my god, it's the one that they did. The one with if evil, why hot? Yeah, I know, right? Greatest coffee cup. I know, right? The smile, the tears, the hard times, the brief joy. The hall breach is right beside you. The stone staircase is starting to fall apart. You put a numb foot forward. Let Amiya go! You leap before the bridge shatters completely. You run like you never have before as the ground falls out from beneath where you just tread. Your view is obscured by the white vapors that you exhale. Your whole body trembles. You have never so lamented the frailness of your physique. It is not far. You can catch them. You can. There is no time to think. The hole is within reach, but the ever-shifting rock wall could close upon it at any time. A few steps further, you muster all the speed you have. The next instant, you find yourself falling in infinite darkness. How much time has passed? With your portable light, you see that countless hands have emerged from the ground, pulling at the passage, sewing it shut. The space continues to contract, pressing on you. You do not know how far you must go, but you must not stop. Down, down, down. Your lungs sting. A light in the distance is your only hope. Wait a minute. This is the this is the volcano in the freaking thing in the heart of surging flame. Yeah. Escaping the contracting hole, you find yourself hanging from an upside-down statue. From its eyes seep water falling from above, gleaming an eerie red in the light of magma. Where's this place? What are these statues? You recognize the statues as Jal. The gargoyle shoulders the roof of the cave, feet burning in the magma. The banshee curls up in the wilted thorns, bone whistle in hand. The Wendigo tries to tear the rock wall apart with twisted hands, frightful visage roaring beneath a mask. The withered vampire extends a hand from the lava. A creature of unknown race holds its head in its hands, stone columns running through its eyes. They look like statues of the Sarkaz races. You're tough, Doctor. I respect that. You feel a heavy blow and a pair of baleful eyes. Awake? How did you follow me with that feeble constitution of yours? I examined your body but found nothing. Well, not exactly nothing. Your structure is unusual, different from all the samples I've seen. I would very much like to study you in great detail. Unfortunately, this place has been abandoned a long time, and the equipment is far from adequate. It would not do to damage such a precious sample. Perhaps I could bring you back to Londinium, but Theresis seems to pay particular attention to you. Amiya. You look towards Amiya. Her consciousness seems hazy. Black arcs seep out from her, then fade into the thin air the next instant. Her brow twitches in pain. She is not in the good shape. You have rarely seen this expression on the brave child's face ever since you met in Chernobog. Look, Doctor. What is she looking at? She's trembling. What did you do to her? The King of Sarkaz grants the promised land. The little bunny simply got a taste of her own power. What do you want? We can talk about it. Meaningless negotiation. Painfully amusing the way you hopelessly grasp at straws. No operators at your side. Nothing for you to command. Even the King of Sarkaz whom you served is leaving you. What can you do? She draws closer. You tighten the hand hidden behind your back. All you have is a sharp rock that you happen to pick up on the chaos. Your reason tells you that it is useless. Perhaps you would have had a speck of hope if you were Blaze, Ascalon, or even Popcar. You feel regret, but even stronger is your determination. The pain in your hand keeps you conscious. Patience, wait for her to draw closer. I've asked the leader many times, why does power so often end up in the hands of the ordinary? What have these forgotten kings of Sarkaz given us, besides a life of exile and persecution? Will you, Doctor, be the one of the causes of another round of suffering? I have the same questions, but hurting Amiya is not the answer. I appreciate your intelligence, but there has never been a shortage of smart people. There is nothing that can compare to this opportunity, what we have pursued for thousands of years. If she can force the crown upon the head of this little bunny, then it can be forced out. You want to steal Amiya's crown. Still, no, this crown is not a ring lying on the battlefield for the taking. You'll never understand. The blue-haired Confessarius turns toward Amiya. This might be your chance. You make the calculations. With your full strength, perhaps. Bro, you're weak as fuck! What's this? A rock? You feel your internal organs twitch and convulse. A taste of rust fills your mouth. One little push from the Confessarius and your right hand loses all sensation. Bones have broken. Wincing at the intense pain, you force yourself to lunge forward, but she lethally dodges. You fall in front of Amiya, blocking the blue-haired Confessarius' malicious gaze. How touching, putting yourself in front of her, but meaningless. If you're so obsessed, I have a better way to deal with you. Perhaps that brain beneath the hood holds secrets beneficial to our experiments. There, don't try to resist. Share your memories with me. You can feel the Confessarius' breathing. A numbing sensation filled with ancient witchcraft moves towards the top of your head. Get out of my head! What? What could possibly repel a Confessarius? The King of Sarkaz? But her mind should have been shackled. A black vortex rises from behind you. Amiya whispers at its center. The black crown trembles with agitation. Ancient Sarkaz language. Amiya! The shackles of myriad souls are not so easily broken. She remains amidst the myriad souls. He has chosen to protect you subconsciously. Ha! Wait, that's not all. Her connection with the crown is growing. The crown, remember, souls. Is that Amiya's voice? You get a feeling. She is growing more distant by the second, to a place that you cannot reach. Amiya, wake up! You try to grab Amiya. The black vortex roils between you, and a great force tries to push you away. You dig your one good hand into the dirt, dragging the rest of your hide along, towards the girl lying on the ground. Ah, such intense emotions. Looks like Teresa's choice was not entirely one of desperation after all. Just a little further. Why don't we cut straight to the chase then? I hope this won't break your little head. That would be a shame. The Confessari left more than statues in this cavern. Amiya! You touch her. You promised. Reject the voice. The black vortex shatters and vanishes. You grab Amiya's hand. Amiya's grown up, but her hand still feels small and frail. Her palm is filled with sweat. You do not know if the Confessarius' curse worked, or if this was the result of Amiya's effort and yours. Blood sprays from the Confessarius' neck. Ascalon walks towards you, casting not another glance at the fallen Confessarius. That was reckless, Doctor. If I didn't run into... Look out. Blood explodes and a sanguine shockwave sweeps towards you. A figure stands in front of you, arriving in the nick of time. Vampire arts, what have you done to your bloodline? Hard to imagine that you're related to Shining. The amount of grief that your degeneration has caused that fine girl. Ah, Lord of the Banshees. I'm impressed. It couldn't have been easy to get here. The Confessarius puts her hand on her neck wound. The blood that sprayed from it is slowly flowing back. I should have been more careful, knowing that the sitting Lord of the Banshees is rather rebellious. You're more dangerous than we expected. Urgent situation, interrogation out of question, kill her and leave. I know. You see Logos's cold expression and the incantation that obediently emerges from his tongue, but you do not see Salus's fear, anger, any expression you might expect to see on one facing her own death. You see only curiosity. This is the Lord of the Banshees, the Elegiac Court. Indeed, these incantations are no less refined than that of your famous mother. But did you know? Such refined runes, refined arts, they are far from the Sarkaz's roots. He's backing up. Behind her, the statue of a banshee towers above. Ascalon. In an instant before everything went black, you saw Ascalon grab Amia while Logos shielded you. You saw the statue come to life. You saw the Confessarius' eyes narrow and saw her ring the death knell first. Wow. Doctor, we've left the cave. Ascalon is scouting the area. Your right forearm is broken. I made a makeshift splint, but I'm no medic. What about Amia? Still unconscious. The Confessarius said something to the effect of trapped in the myriad souls, but she's alive at least. You turn around to see the Kotos girl lying peacefully under a tree, as if she is merely sleeping. I can understand Ascalon's objection to your methods. He's concerned for more than just your safety. But it's also true that you brought us time. The Confessarius and Amia would be behind Londinium's walls by now, if not for your efforts. What of the Confessarius? He got away. You know what? That's fine. Yeah. Would be such a waste to let her die right there. Am I right, people? Rock and earth, blood, and the wail of the banshee. Is this the Sarkas that the Confessari want? One so obsessed with bloodline and witchcraft. Their target is the King of Sarkas. We must inform Kaltsit and Shining. Wait. The vapor around us. This can't be. Careful, Doctor. We may still be inside the enemy's trap. What is it? This is not Victoria. This is the Convalis of the Banshees. What do you mean now? What do you mean now,
le
huh?
lever de rideau. Le moment n'est pas encore venu.
Oh my god, there's the freaking... Oh my god, there's the freaking thing again. Guys, we're gonna have the cannon again. Honestly, since coming to Victoria, my drafting work has been at a standstill. Nah, I'm never horny. What do you mean horny? I'm never horny. I am the opposite of it. I don't know what the opposite of it is. But I'm not that. I'm that. Back in my mercenary days, I spent most of my free time writing them. One book filled, a new book empty. Really, I had more to write than I physically could. And yet since joining the military commission, I haven't given those notebooks a flip through in forever by now. I obtained what seemed like a higher position and power. I wasn't directing a squad of two of mercenaries any longer. Now they put the sand table of the whole battlefield before me. and I grew more and more sick of what I'd written about. I used to believe the most important test of an archivist's character was loyalty to their accounts. Yet bit by bit, I came to discover these books had turned into echoes of wave after indistinguishable wave, reproductions of scene after scene of the same tragedy. I'd been through this all with all my own flesh. I felt it all with my own soul. Why even make all this vacant language and empty summary out of it? I'd had enough. When did it happen again? I remember last year in September, last year where the summer was exceptionally long. General, the mayor is dead. Mayor? Oh my god. Yeah, mayor's dead, guys. Your sable still drips with the blood. If only the blades of the military commission and the mercenaries could be as swift. As long as it's a weapon, there's no real difference. Yo, the gay guys, I know, right? They're so gay together for each other, I guess. I remember the look he gave me in that moment, but I'm still not sure what he really meant by it. No, not mayors from the non-canon Arknights X Limbus event, no! Roger. You just came from the Mercs. The 14 MPs in the plot to assassinate the regent have been apprehended. And what stance are the other MPs taking? They don't have one. I thought you'd be more direct about your methods. If the military commission requires, I can execute every MP straight away. With our current situation, this will suffice. The airship is still under construction. We just need a little extra patience. Pull your men out. The Naxxramer King's Legion has arrived. Legion? My voice shakes a little. The Naxxramer's Legion. Oh, that's good. How did your call go with your mom? Like, yeah? At least, you know, at least you had some good communication with it. Well, of all the military powers I'd met in war, the vast majority paled compared to that one name. The difference was heaven and earth. When? How? Whatever direction a Casdel army enters Victoria from, they'd have to pass through major duchies. Wouldn't matter how they conceal themselves, that large a force could never... His Majesty has arrived at Londinium's suburbs. 2 reorganized royal court units directly subordinate to him have been stationed outside the city. I understand. I'll order the mercs to withdraw. That Lieutenant Colonel Leto had his talk with the regent. He and his defense forces will soon be assuming control over all of Londinium's administrative affairs. On the surface, Londinium will enter a state of semi-martial control led by the defense forces, owing to the garrison rebellion. Not working in fencing? Damn. I need to speak British? Don't think that'll fool the Grand Dukes. Their intelligence networks are well developed in the city. They'll definitely start mobilizing for war within the next few months. It won't take that long. It's exceedingly likely the quickest way an army will show up beneath Londinium's walls within 20 days. But no fear. No matter who arrives first, they won't be hasty to act. Any duke that dares march alone will become the common enemy of all, just as in Duke of Windermere's failure of a raid 2 years ago. Her high-speed warships didn't even succeed in launching from their berths before her own men obstructed her. It was ridiculous. The Duke of Windermere, she's clever. She's been warning Parliament since the day the regent first made contact with Victoria. Cavendish didn't just invite us to enter Londinium and his lonesome. Each and every duke was hoping to make a military vassal out of the regent, an assistant to the thorns in their sides. Understand, This Duke of Windermere is no exception. Behind the guise of the iron-fisted soldier, she obeys the game logic of aristocrats as much as the rest. She was just the one most impatient to place us back in the toolbox. From what I hear, Victoria's legendary steam knights don't exist anymore. Renovating a house, yeah. Off topic, the name Lunacy for Limbus Company now has me a little concerned for Dante's Canto, and definitely Faust's Canto. Hello Espresso, welcome to the stream. You do have a nose for sniffing, Hodderer. Not a good quality for a serviceman. I'm a mercenary, General. The Regent and Military Commission scheme was a huge success. Pretty crazy. Somehow the Sarkas have a firm hold on Victoria's capital. The Dukes need an easy-to-cut-up army to put down dissidents, and Parliament is desperate for an appropriate defense to avoid any more action like those two stupid Dukes' adventures. In their eyes, the Sarkas came fresh out of a civil war on a silver platter, table-ready, disposable. Now we've taken the industrial sector, leashed Parliament, and even the Shard will be under our control any day now. The Regent's taken Londinium for real. But we can't shunt this city off. We can stir up conflict, but then what? We end up buried together with Londinium under a coalition of foreign militaries? What is the Commission planning? I know I'm being a little too forward, but you draw suspicion by being too obedient. Yet Manfred doesn't even turn to look at me. He's flipping through a book entitled, "You mercenaries have so many problems, Hodderer. Have I given you too much leeway?" I only need to know what the goal I'm serving is. The mercenaries I know have other tastes, inquiring as to the more loose-pocketed employer or mulling over how to waylay a Sancta caravan. These have different personal habits. The Military Commission General before me pries his gaze away from the book. I hear his position here isn't just for his service rank. I hear his relationship with Theresis is very special. They're gay! Oh my god, they're gay! They're gay! Which means I have to be extra cautious. I dip my head slightly, working to ensure I express enough respect and humility. Is your eye alright? It affects my depth perception in sword combat. I'll get used to it ASAP. I receive your interrogation records. The assassin was an Ines woman, a mercenary alike. We sure didn't expect a Sarkas like Ines to get bought out by the Parliament, especially for a hit on the Regent. Ines is dead and you lost an eye for it. You'll receive commendations from the military commissions. No commendations necessary. Then you'll receive payment in mercenary fashion. After all, you and Ines and that lunatic with the W call sign led an active mercenary unit for quite some time. The old Sarkas of the Scar Market, their commendations are for you are blinding. Yeah. Sword combat. Wink. Wink, wink, wink. Yeah. Very decisive of you to kill her. It's the only way a mercenary lives. Will do anything to survive. Even gutting your own colleagues. And I'm sure one day you'll come to dispatch me, won't you? You asked me just now, what could the Military Commission be planning? Our plan is only drawn up to the point war breaks out. As for what follows, that would be their plan to make. This place is the heart of hatred, and it will be buried by vengeance. Just as you wrote in those booklets. Just as every war we've been through. So you were. Never mind that. Carry on writing. You have a heavy mission. Bear that responsibility. Now the Military Commission's duty in Londinium is fulfilled. With a single activation of the shard, the tempest of war will be unstoppable. In which case, what more could Theresis want to do? What more can we do? Done with your notes? No, I wasn't writing anything. Just giving this sword another polish. The mercenary claymore. I haven't used this thing in forever. Oh my god, he's back to his old self. You're so heartless. If you want it, you can have it. A present from me to you. A sword? Low efficiency, zero interest. And you found the time to fix your hair. Can't blame you, I guess. We're not going to have the time for hair gel like you did back in Londinium. It's just more convenient this way. You should have kept that outfit. Maybe you could keep acting like the merc leader, treasure of the army. That thing army guys say, it's your calling to serve? Mercenaries' calling is to get paid, not to get bereavement. Knock it off and save your spittle, you two. Defense perimeter, scouting rages. Is this the opening? Until they started fighting, yeah. As for now, they're marching. No matter how much the dukes hate each other's guts, this front's gonna close in sooner or later. You're sure your guy's gonna pass this position? You can literally see the Shard's catastrophe clouds from here. The catastrophe's landing point is the line of fire between the Duke of Wellington and the Naxarer King. Chances are the Iron Duke will retreat his front. As for Windermere, she probably wouldn't have the spare energy to deploy her own forces until she gets her daughter back inside a nomadic fortress. My guy doesn't have a lot of exit routes from Londinium. Wait, incoming. The shadow's very fast. It's like a polygonal yarn ball? A what? The overall shape is polygonal, but highly irregular. It's arts. High chance the naked eye can follow it, or else she wouldn't make it here. Target confirmed. We can only afford a little rock play. Oh, W. I turn back and she's gone. Second later, deafening explosions. It's not W without the explosions. After her. The scale of the dust cloaks the entire surroundings, but we're not blind to what's either a sizable witchcraft vehicle or a bizarre aircraft. As ever, W kicks off without restraint. If we did grace a lich, I brush away the smoke, but surprisingly I feel myself hit something. What is that? A wire? Silk threads, hanging crisscrossing from the void, then pressing into it again. What in the world did I come to? It's the world of Arknights. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. You're just a watcher. Welcome to the stream. We're just reading chapter 13 of Arknights. You know, it's pretty far. Big hat. I haven't even seen one. Yeah, you're probably not gonna know what's happening. But you know, big hat. Mercenaries. What a coincidence. Come at me then. This is where the strange sensations truly start. Her figure snaps into formlessness in an instant, threads swirling and fading. I thrust an arm out with all my strength, but grab at nothing but dust. See, the thing is, this stream is like mostly reading. Mostly reading. How did you get here? Are you a Project Moon, you know? Are you a fan of Project Moon media? Limbus, yeah. Probably my shit posts have led you here. See, the thing is, yeah, you see Kim Ji-hoon in my stream right now. Kim Ji-hoon is like, yeah. Kim Ji-hoon is just here with me because, you know, he's yeah. He's the one who invited me to play Arknights. You know, with all the Arknights collab. He told me that I should wail. Yeah, he's very sleepy. The Merc X family is back. Yeah. Did she run? I told you can't blow a lich up with bombs. No, she's still around. We have to catch her. So W is W Anya? Something's not quite right. We never passed by any area like this. Nothing here casts any shadow. Is it an illusion? I think there's a bunch of big guys over there, right by the mountain. Those are some crazy swords. How do they lift them? Mountain? Wasn't this a plane? I follow where W's looking. The haze gradually thins and the scene becomes clear. I gulp. Practically everything about the battlefield leaves my mind. What the hell? Suddenly it's a different place. The ash-bleached city lies ahead. Let us hasten. It will admit us, the children of the soil and stone have built city walls on sorrow's ground. Casdel, each syllable is a bitter journey into its own. Where is it? From dreams we have departed, seeking to this day. The age of exile has come to an end. What are they saying? It's ancient Sarkaz dialect. Sorrow's ground, ash-bleached city. I'm having trouble with the rest, I can only guess. I think they mentioned Casdel too? Which one? Diablo Balor Sasha of the Condemnor clan and Quilon of the Errant Overlord will meet us on the way. Oh, and he is here too. Guldul, the king of Sarkaz. I couldn't know these names better. I could almost recite their legends from memory. The first line of Sarkaz I ever read was from the tale of these people, the epic transcribed time and time again, still handed down in Casdel's slums to this day. What these shadows tell of is the second Casdel that could be called a city. After the very first Casdel was laid to waste by the elders and ancients, there passed over 1,000 years where Casdel was no more than a tiny hamlet, a mass of thatch and wooden fencing. Banana orange juice. Wow, I'd love a banana orange juice right now. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd love the banana orange juice. But, you know, life is unfair, you know? Frail, easily destroyed, it was ravaged by the wills of colonizers again and again. And again and again, the Sarkaz were sent into exile. Until this moment where the Sarkaz had once again accumulated strength, once again rebuilt a true city. How do I kill Evil Gror? What, Evil Gror? What do you mean? Like Evil Gregor? Is it Gregor? Are you talking about Gregor? Don't let what was that again? Don't let Virgilius clash with the green coins. Yeah, that's it. No, don't let him clash with the green coins. Do that and you'll be fine, I think. Yeah, in general, don't clash with green coins with unbreakables. Because if you do, he gets stronger. They left the waste that we now call Columbia and came to the heartlands of Terra, and there they lived, and there they died. And then a betrayal, another migration east, and before they'd gone far, the blue flames of fury were again betrayed. It seems as if Sarkaz's history were cursed from that moment on. History's waves have rolled on to this present day, where citadels are incessantly scrapped and rebuilt and still amble about in arm's reach. My aunt's toddler watch Valentina die. R.I.P. Valentina. Was that the Vite of 87? Unreal. Yeah, it's okay, Pyros. You're giving me money. You're giving me a few cents with the ads, I guess. But the names they speak, those are that city's first kings of Sarkaz. The kings of Sarkaz 7,000 years ago. When did this lich appear before us? How does she have this power? I draw my sword across my chest. The lich lifts a hand. How did you produce these things? Considering this Casdel's historical significance and its impact on the generations to come, the legend of the kings of Sarkaz have found such widespread in song. But these vagabonds, even we lack such for such trifling accounts. This is scarcely even witchcraft. It is absolutely not. No Originium arts could attain this degree of effect. Oh, or perhaps it could, but at the very least a historian would be needed. Is it a trick of physics, a projector that forms images from the mist? When did our brother and sister gain such technology? How rude not to share. Okay. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I think I did three tries for Gregor. Yeah. No, it's off. These pictures are too close to the recorded truth. Be it a technological feat, whence came the material? So, this is some kind of arts then. Her hand sways gently in the air, like she's feeling something, studying the colors before her and leaving us to our devices. But it's of no known category of arts. It's highly likely even that it isn't arts. No, it's not. You can get defeated. It's actually a little bit difficult. Ermengarde, my wife. See all the flat-chested mages, they compensate with the big hat. How very strange. A Farenmut. If Victoria wanted to tame a Farenmut for battle, it should have started long ago. What's this bitch even doing? It seems you are not artists. You are simply and purely the ones who blew up my beloved cube. It was very comfortable sitting in it. Messenger to the Lich's court, Lady Ermengarde. We deeply apologize for using such a method to contact you. I don't know what my misconception you have of liches, but honestly, I'm not that old. Stop kowtowing. I fear this is not your arts either. I certainly don't have the knack to conjure a band of 7 millennium-old vagabonds. What if I use arts to stimulate it? Just the most basic tiny amount of energetic irritation. A squall whips up. The vision before me recedes like the tide. The twisted scene returns to normality. A bloodied boulder abruptly appears before us all. What if they just like the big hat, okay? What is this? I checked this area 3 days ago. There was nothing like this here. Guys, hey, Hotherer, W, snap out of it. Ines is fine, thank the stars. My blood is boiling. Oh yeah, because she's not, yeah, right? She's not a Sarkaz. She's not a true Sarkaz. Which is kinda unfortunate.
出発しましょうか。予想通りですね。行きましょう。
You see, I just need my
私が巻き起こした
wow.
トラブルは私にしか
I
収
see
め
how
ら
it
れない。
is. It's fine.
ベルス・ディオ・ボーレント。
Where do I even put her? I guess
一番
here.
厄介な敵はどれだ？
This can work, maybe.
私が相手をしてやろう。お前に用はない。失せろ。
Je suis partout.
私、目を大きく開けたままでいる努力はするから。私たちの勝利。
I'll just do this so that... oh my god, can you not do that? Can you not? Okay, okay, thank you.
お前に用はない。失せろ。
Yeah, she can recover. Fuck you guys. Get back. Stand back.
Inattesa di silenzio. 宝石に刻む戒名はもう決まった。
イベントにたくさん出てきたけどブラックハウス見たことないよ。
Oh,
時
fuck.
間は待ってくれませんわ。ボスありません。ドクター、この黄昏の楽園ハイボルテージバラージュ。
宝石に刻む戒名はもう決まったから。
Man, yeah, really, really. Freaking Hoshiguma can lane hold like shit, man. This is amazing. My Hoshiguma can lane hold, bitches!
宝石に刻む戒名はもう決まったから。
Look at that lane holding.
はい、たやすいことです。
Accomplished.
Yeah, she's Caprini. Yeah. Risotto? Damn, I wanna eat the risotto. You know, I've never actually tasted one. I just keep on hearing it. I just keep on hearing it in Hell's Kitchen, by the way. Risotto. Like, I just keep on hearing it because, like, they keep on cooking it. Oh my god, the risotto, you know, and before that, and then after that, the entree and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, I've never eaten risotto in my whole life. I've never felt blood flowing so clearly through my own veins. It surges about like crazy, shooting out through my limbs, then finally converging on my heart again. That rode silent when the medic operators were examining me. They wanted to inject me with... what was it called? I forget. Damn. I sure gave them hell about that. I've got the Reginium. I didn't want more random junk around in my body. Well, fine, I get the message. We need all this blood to live. It carries oxygen and yada yada, whatever. Oderer told me once. But right now, I'm sick of it. You're my blood, you little shit, so listen to me. If not, you can get the hell out of my body. I feel for the dagger on my waist. W, what the hell is wrong with you? Nothing, just some bloodletting. Oderer scrunches his brow. That lich is giving her hat a death grip. The racket finally dies down. No, actually, I guess we hardly budge. Just got used to it. Ines, are you alright? Absolutely nothing's wrong with me. You guys explain. I get it! These rocks don't work on chilly old hags. I bet Taltip could dance a whole jig here. That sounds delicious. Absolutely, I'd eat a risotto. Honestly, there's like a lot of things I wanna eat. It's just that, you know, money and stuff. I believe it. I'd also suggest you bandage that wound. I got surgical. I avoided the arteries. So this is an anti-sarcas installation. Something to do with the blood. Sarcas. Blood. There's a difficult guess. This witchcraft device hasn't properly activated yet. I drew past this area on an uneasy feeling I had. Here lies the main offender. Little wonder that shooters are always so cautious with matters of Londinium. So what if it does activate for real? Or Sarkas explode and die? And then the Sanguinac throws our blood all over the Victoria? No vehicle tracks in the vicinity, no signs it was transported. They took these giant crystals, crossed all these miles, and then set them down here directly. Somehow this wouldn't be the first time I've heard of something like that. Lady Ermengarde, I'm guessing you have nothing to do with this either. Naturally, liches can't accomplish this sort of thing. The space we research isn't this one. Also, if I'm not mistaken, you recognized me just now? Otterer, was it? I had an eye on your books before. Some of your manuscripts are even in circulation among Lathanian Sarkas. Do you have any leads for us? Why should I be helping you? You just blew up my little cube. That bitch just shot me a glance. Hey, you don't know how much I'm holding back from stuffing a bomb in that chest cavity of yours. Are all Sarkas mercenaries so eager to die these days? If she says one more word, I'm seriously gonna do it. Forget it. Let's talk about that illusion just now. That was a vestige, a spatial one, a temporal one. Were you looking for vehicle tracks just now? That illusion was it. Some kind of special arts is affecting this place. But that wasn't Originium arts, and it wasn't Sarkas witchcraft. These art circles are related to the vampires, and the illusion was definitely related to the art circles, but there's no direct line connecting them. Perhaps these are leads you can use? What position are the liches taking? The same as ever, we've made no promises. But we have an informant telling us Kazdel has had liches showing up too. You usually never make appearances in Kazdel. Oh. You left Babel, joined an infected organization, then ended up in Londinium, and you've still kept an intelligence net up in Kazdel. Are you really just a mercenary? I feel like with your competences, you could get hooked up as a Gesatzwachter in Lathanian, relatively speaking. Oh, except your arts is a little mediocre. Personal habits. Personal habits. In a battlefield this extensive, how do you think you'd stop me if I did want to leave without a whisper? You were looking for us too? Technically, I'm a little interested in you. Specifically, you. Do you Sarkas always have to talk in riddles? Score one interruption from Ines. She's getting impatient. Nice. Let her draw everyone's attention while I kill this son of a lich dead. Given you get news from Kazdel, that naturally means our siblings acts just been feigning ignorance. We need to get Teresa some flex room. We're taking control of Kazdel right now. Everyone's come to Victoria, so someone's got to look after the place. What flex room? We're gonna hold a celebratory feast? Yes, that's the first part of the plan. Then we declare National Foundation Day and so on. No more jokes now. That is just the first part of the plan. Teresa's and Teresa had no plans for evacuation at all. It seems they really do want Londinium to be the battlefield for a face-off against all the lands. You have no idea what's giving them so much confidence. But if it's their plan, brother and sister, then they must have some means in place already. So if they do succeed, then that means we'll have to rebuild Kazdel, rebuild the Sarkas' haven. And if they fail? If the Sarkas fail here, then we'll lose an entire generation of youth, then maybe every youth that has to come. After the expedition of 200 years ago, most nations had no clue about the present state of Kazdel. They weren't even interested. Until all this, a lot of Victorian worthies believed Kazdel was just a pile of ruins. But before the Civil War, with Her Highness Teresa's establishment, Kazdel had a nascent nomadic city. Until Teresa's messed the whole thing up. Now Kazdel's just this super giant witchcraft actor, the kind that's got bolts and parts popping off it while it trundles along. Kazdel wouldn't stand up to anything you could call a war, but the region just so happens to be starting one. Once it begins, every spile will have made contact with Kazdel. How will those nations sitting on the fence regard the Sarkas within the territory? Alright, you're a pessimist. Good, so am I. So part 2 of the plan, the liches hanging back in Kazdel had formulated plans to break the place up. If Theresa's fails, Casdell will immediately be split into pieces, maybe a dozen or more, taking their affiliated residents as per apportion clan units off to hide deep in the Barrens. Route planning, balanced production, and ensuring Casdell becomes a nomadic city isn't without meaning. To the Sarkas, the enmity of the rest of mankind is a catastrophe. Casdell will greet another age of exile. Again with the exile. What kind of crap is this? As if we're not exiles already? Did I miss some nomadic city where we all live happy lives, sipping afternoon tea, watching the catastrophic clouds roll by? The Sarkas are strongly united at this point. Not all the way I hope, but purely in terms of endpoint, Theresa's has done it. But unity could mean more than just another vengeful massacre. Despite that unity being founded on hatred and war, that's no easy ask, Hodderer, my brother. Are you one? Yeah, let's go! Good job! Casdell is more than a city. It's every person who calls it home. In the original plan, Casdell didn't need that many inhabitants, and they wouldn't let us take that many away anyway. We have to end this war in Victoria. Sooner the better. I sure hope nothing bad happens next battle. Yeah, I sure hope. Wink. If we can't take back hate, then the least we can do is turn it to fuel to cast the supports of Casdell. And every life to the Casdell of the future may well be vital. Easily said for you. Just touch on a method for moving supplies and people over long distances. That might be what we've been after all this whole time. What serves as the military commission's lifeline in Londinium? I'll find it and seize it. It was able to bring us to Londinium, so it can take us home too. Before everyone's buried 6 feet under. You aren't certain to succeed. You're just a mercenary. A place to call home. Somewhere you can always return to. Theresa. All this time I've been trying to keep that name separate from this war. Her Highness. How can a war just like before let anyone rest in peace? Is that Rian? Oh shit. I bet it's just some diversion that Theresa's bastard. He killed Her Highness and he's still blaspheming her. I'll make him beg for forgiveness on his hands and knees. And once he's done, then I'll turn his skull into fireworks. Finding you was the right choice. I'll take your plans as the stance of Babel survivors and inform the Liches. Thank you. But you blew up my cube. How do you want me to get back? On foot? 8 kilometers northwest, there's a Sarkas transport camp. Go and steal their car. Need us to help? Forget it. I don't want her catching me again and finding out I've been making deals with you on the sly. So good luck to you, and may you still be alive to make good on your promise after meeting her. Her? Hold on. Are you guys getting this familiar feeling? What are you talking about? What am I talking about? I have no idea. Damn it, Hodderer should be the one saying moody crap like this. But still, what's bugging me? Not far off, there's someone sitting on a mountain peak, just on the edge of where that original illusion vanished. She's just sitting there like she doesn't have a care in her heart. Her long pink hair draped over her shoulders as it always was. And that look in her eyes, that's sorrowful. I look away. How is this happening? How? No, that's no illusion. The moment I saw her, I knew it wasn't. That's her. Your Highness? She's gone. I want to reach out to... No, forget it. Maybe I should save it for next time. Besides, she couldn't have been real anyway. She just really, really looked like her. An indistinguishable forgery, able to fool almost any pair of screwy, messed up eyeballs. Bro, she's schizoing. No
さっ
way.
きのあなたの顔。ルイは友を呼ぶって言葉は正しかったのね。
But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it here. It's like past 3 already. I've been streaming for more than 3 hours, and
ちゃ
you know
うバ
my
ック
my eyes are kinda I'm kinda feeling tired. So I think I'm gonna go for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go for now. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but we're gonna continue this. Okay, we're gonna continue this sometime. Yeah, we're gonna continue this at some point. Yeah. R.I.P. Saru. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys popping up here again. You know, we're gonna continue with Arknights, sometime. But yeah, for now, for me, Ayasumi. Bye bye.